Fuck.
And we're live.
Fuck.
And we're live, just like that. Love it. Hello. Welcome to Water Under the Bridge, everybody. This is a 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons campaign in which we play old school adventure modules converted up to 5e and set in the homebrew campaign setting of Enderin. Enderin? Enduri? I don't know. Who knows? I never decided what language it was based on. But that's us. Let's introduce ourselves.
Hi,
Ava.
I'm Ava. I have Daddy Strahd in the background. I play Junko, the Ismark rogue. Hi, Ritz, stop it.
Hi, I'm Lizzie Myth. I have just RGB lights in the background and dragons. I play Medora, the human pirate bard.
Hi, I'm Ashlow. I don't have anything nice in the background. It's just mess. It's all mess. I play Ithri, who is a barbarian who is happy to be out of a node but into...
We're just in another node, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
You'd probably have been better off in another node, to be honest.
Q.
I'm Ashley. Shut up! It's my turn to talk. I'm Ashley. I play Cora, the Ismark monk, and I have crit roll in the background, and Giratina, my boy, right there.
Right where?
Right there.
Right there.
It's quite
See
small
him?
and blurry.
Can you see
It's
him?
kind of behind your banner.
Oh, sorry.
Can just about
He's there.
see.
Trust
Yeah.
me.
Next.
That's me. Hi, I'm Saraha. I play Nova, the Cowstar Druid, and my background has a bunch of stuff. I got sunflowers this past weekend, so that's my new addition.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
are they real? Because they look too good
They're
to
real.
be real.
No, they're
Oh,
they're
wow.
real. My friend got them for my birthday,
That's cute.
so
Do you have your Lego flowers back there anywhere?
no. Unfortunately, all the Lego stuff is in storage.
Damn.
I thought you were
Yeah.
gonna say like they died. I was like,
I
oh.
hope they don't need watered while they're there. Thank you. And I'm Askell Archer. I'm the dungeon master for tonight's game. I will be playing everyone else. Bad guys, good guys, very few good guys. Most of the bad guys. Exclusively bad guys.
Some grass.
But our most important player is, of course, you, chat. If you want to be involved in today's game and determine some things that can really influence the course of our intrepid heroes, you can do so by spending your gold pieces, that's your channel points, on chat's blessings, which... Okay, good, you did get it. We already got one. Our players can spend to add or subtract a point from any d20 roll per chat's blessing that they spend. And this can enable them to do things like get away with taunting a god, or not get torn in half, or stuff like that. Important stuff.
Like make really good taffy.
Like make really good taffy, yeah, or charm assassins who really weren't intended to be charmed and interrogated truthfully, but what the fuck? That's fine. That's why I obsessively work months ahead of where I need to be, so in case any players step out of line and get away with things that they have no business doing, I'm ready.
I feel like he's really mad
I
about
feel like
that,
he's
and that's
really
why we're
hurt
in.
about this.
That's why we're in this adventure now.
I'm sure I don't know what
This
you
is our
mean.
payback.
Do you know
Welcome
what?
to
I don't know
sunny
what you're on
Barovia.
about. Medora is angelic. Never
It's
does
a magic
anything
place.
unexpected.
Sure.
Honestly, Medora is the least on my shit list right now. And
Exactly. We
Rude.
heard it here first, guys.
Just give her
It's-
time.
Just
Yeah,
least.
oh,
That
I-
doesn't mean you're low. It just means the least out of
Yeah.
the rest of us gremlins.
with
Exactly. I'm gonna have a
exponential,
warning system.
parabolic growth on that shit list. So
I feel like I haven't done anything this campaign.
You know what? Junko is very mild, but you have that tendency to sit back and gleefully let terrible things happen to the DM. So I have to punish you too.
Yeah.
Oh, bless.
That being
But
said,
E3's done nothing wrong.
Ithri
Yes, he
is a
has.
perfect angel.
E3 has
Yes.
killed damn near
Fallen.
everything I didn't want killed. So
Perfect fallen angel.
That's me.
one minor note, you may have noticed we have some issues going on with our captions. We are working on it. We're gonna get some new stuff set up, hopefully for our next game, but just bear with us. and it's 100% Ashlow's fault.
Definitely.
Sorry.
Don't you dare blame him.
There's no buses in D&D, so I had to generate the bus to run him over. With that being said, let's get this game going, shall we?
We're back.
All right. So, let's set the I forgot to say what was behind me.
Oh, that's
There's-
it. Stream
I mean,
cancelled.
You're
Just
still
cancel it.
talking.
Let's
You
start
can provide
from
that
the
No,
top.
information.
the moment's gone.
You can
Next time.
describe it. I mean, you're just gonna describe it now, right?
I mean, I could. It's also just, on
Instead
screen,
of describing
so
it, just get out of the way and just be like,
yeah.
Jazz hands.
hey, that's what we were looking at the end of the last session, right?
Is that your
I
new
thought about
apartment?
dabbing, but
I'm glad
What?
that was avoided.
what? Right. So, we got a fair bit to recap. The party of intrepid adventurers, the Valkyrie, were in the process of assembling an artifact called the Death Orb that they believed could be the key to destroying the Temple of Elemental Sin once and for all, casting down the Demon Queen Zugtmoy, and booting Ayuz's decrepit ass out of Saragarda where it belongs. Unfortunately, upon completing it, Ayuz showed up personally and attempted to take the artifact for his own. He exerted some kind of mental control over Nova, who was its current wielder, and fortunately, at least for the time being, she was able to resist his influence with great difficulty, and utilized a relic, ironically left by Ayuz as a little bit of bait on a hook for a different trap, to pull you guys into a completely safe sanctuary paradise demiplane for 33 days. Well,
Supposed to.
in theory. See, the problem is, in that moment, the divine countenances of Archael and Ayuz were both present, as well as a tag-along, Loki, as well as another tag-along, a banished, very hungry mind, and the presence of so much divine magic and chaos in the wake of such a powerful item being used warped the magic somehow. And the demiplane you ended up on was well, put it this way, the mail ended up at the neighbor's house, so to speak. You found yourself in a misty, forested valley. It was dark. You could hear wolves and ravens in the distance. And for one brief moment, the mist parted enough that you could see a towering castle on a high mountain overlooking this dismal valley. And all of this seemingly before the vision of a robed figure only Nova was aware of. Once your bearings were collected, you pressed on into the mist. There was a muddy track that you could follow, and an old gate, which was open and inviting until you passed through it, at which point the gate closed behind you of its own volition. You continued forward until the mists parted and you could make out shapes in the distance, and that's where we're going to pick up right heckin' now. Tall shapes loom out of the dense fog surrounding everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestone. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out at you from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence, except for mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance. What do you do?
I will keep walking forward.
Can you guys hear the crying as well, or is that just in my head?
No, I hear it.
Oh, it's. Yep.
A3's gonna try and pinpoint a direction the sound is coming from, but
Okay.
Hey, Eskel,
Mm-hmm.
how close in this eerie place is it to my nightly dreams with all the fog? Would I be able to find that graveyard here kind of thing?
You might. Something I forgot to mention, but I suppose I should because I know you weren't present last time.
Yes.
Junko did recognize this place as Corvania.
Yes.
This is for sure Corvania, but also it's impossible because that landmark, that castle, just that doesn't exist. This place. Yeah. And through the study of some magic, it was discerned that this place is and isn't Corvania. It's like the mists themselves took a piece of Corvania away, locking it outside of time.
Okay.
And it's likely that this is a place from Corvania's past, a place that really ought not to exist anymore. So there's no telling what could be here.
So can I make a history check to see how well I know past Corvania?
I'll allow that. Yeah, you can go ahead and make a history check. Not perception. Definitely not perception.
Natural 20 for 22.
Natural 20. There is a legend. Mind you, it's about as plausible to most Corvanians as cryptids. It's nonsense, really. But there's a legend that little over almost 1,000 years ago, long ago in ancient Corvanian times, there was a county set in a valley near the mountains, the Variac Mountains, in central northern Corvania. And the story goes that it was ruled over by a count who was as ruthless as he was despicable. And he rose up in rebellion against the newly anointed emperor of Corvania at the time. And that he utilized dark powers in his defiance. And as a punishment for utilizing such forbidden power, he and his entire county were banished. And that the lost county, called Barovia, still appears sometimes on a full moon amidst a misty night. And that travelers who aren't careful or who have dark secrets are swept away and given as sacrifices to this dark count. Obviously, it's like a boogeyman story. You know, nobody really believes it, but it's used to scare children. If you're bad, the mists will come and sweep you off to Barovia. You know, that kind of thing. There's no evidence that Barovia ever actually existed in Corvania. So, you were trying to get a sense of where the crying is coming from. So as you approach this town on the main road, the road leading seemingly west, you pass a number of dark houses all of them shut, many of them boarded up. You can hear the occasional murmur of voices coming through barred doors and dense curtained windows. And there's a sense of fear. You see smoke billowing from the odd chimney here and there. At one point, a curtain sort of pulls open and you can just make out a gaunt, pale face peering out at you before it quickly closes. A lone raven sits atop the house, staring at you. It caws once, and then takes wing, flying away from you. The west road takes you to an intersection right around the middle of the village. At this intersection, the sobbing seems to be coming from the south, while right on the corner of this little town square, you see a single shaft of light thrusting illumination to the rest of the square, its brightness like a solid pillar amid the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway of this building, you see a sign hanging precariously, proclaiming the building to be the Blood on the Vine Tavern. Across the street from it, you see a different building with more sparse light spilling out from behind drawn heavy curtains over the door. A sign above, creaking on its hinges, reads, Bildrath's Mercantile. And immediately south of this mercantile shop is a house just off the square, from which a moaning sob floats along the still gray street, coloring your thoughts with sadness. The sob flows from a dark, 2-story townhouse.
Hear that? Roll from that house?
Yeah.
You'd think
this?
this place was abandoned.
Oh, fuck,
I've seen
forgot he was
ghost
with
towns
us.
with
I did
more
too.
life.
I was like, who the fuck?
I was like, who is that? I totally forgot Usk was here.
Poor guy.
So sorry, Usk. That was me, not my character.
In the jungle, there is life everywhere, beneath the roots, in the canopies and boughs of trees, even in the air. Here, it feels like there's death everywhere.
I feel oddly comfortable here.
You tell me?
Yeah, I do.
Can we go check out that house? I feel like we should check out.
Well,
Wait,
Yeah,
you want to
ta-
just go to some random
you want to
person's
go to
house?
the dark, sobbing house instead of the places that the light is coming out of?
Yeah, somebody needs help. They're upset.
Well, maybe we should figure out what's going on here before we just charge in there. Like, there might be a reason why no one is going to that
Well,
house.
I'm gonna knock on the door first.
I mean,
mean-
usually information's in the tavern.
I would
Yeah.
like to say that in Corvania, this place was what I remember outcasted, banished. And child stories say that if you are bad, you will get whisked away to Barovia.
Wait, this is where bad people come.
Legend.
Or get
it's
sent
a folk
to.
story. Yeah, it's just a folk story to tell.
Still,
Well,
it's good info
obviously,
because
some of it is true,
it doesn't look
even
happy.
if it is a children's story.
Isn't
might-
there always some truth in children's stories?
Okay, maybe can we just go
Is
look
there
at the house
anyone-
and then go to the tavern?
I mean,
Is there anyone peeking out from any of the, like, where light is coming from?
No.
Can we hear any noises of anybody? It's just dead
It's
quiet.
It's very quiet.
even the
Just a
tavern?
quiet
Is there
sobbing.
not like any sounds of drinking?
I would
Not
feel
really.
more comfortable going up to the tavern and knocking on the door first, seeing if there's any information.
You don't
and
knock on the
then
door of
going
a
to the other
tavern. You just
place?
go in.
Well, I know,
usually,
but like if it's weirdly quiet, maybe they're closed.
yeah.
I mean, maybe they're just waiting for customers.
Perhaps we can get some information about the area, and then, depending on what we learn,
Go to
we
the
can
house
see to
or
helping
not.
others.
Yeah.
We must be
I
able
need
to
to-
help ourselves before we can help others.
I need
Agreed.
to know where we are before, diving into anything.
I feel like I'm being pulled towards that house, like I should go there.
That's not always a good thing.
Just a feeling.
How
Well,
about we try and work out something first, and then we'll still check on the house.
Yeah, but I think
Just
it's safer to
tavern-
know where we
tavern
are and what
first.
we're getting into first before
then-
just
Have your
going to a
word on
random
that?
house.
You have my word. If you go there now, I'll follow you. I just don't think it's the best idea.
I can go to the tavern first. I just don't want to leave that wherever they are behind if they need help.
Fair.
I think, like Usk said, we can't help somebody else if we don't even know where we are or when we are or
Sure, we can.
even if we are.
I
We
would
don't
like
need to know any of that to help someone.
Wait, what do you mean if we are? Let's not get into that. Let's go to the tavern.
wanna
Actually, I
get-
don't think
you wanna get
Observer's
all-
updating.
You want to get all weird and existential? I got you.
Yeah, it's up. It's Observer's updating. Well, it just
There-
updated
there
now
it goes.
without me doing anything. So
Okay. It was just being slow.
Can you pinpoint where we are?
Are
Yeah,
we-
so you're in that square there. So
That one. Okay.
this is the
I'm
shop,
not
Bildrath's
seeing-
Mercantile.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is the building labeled the Blood on the Vine Tavern.
Man, this brings back memories.
And this is the building from which the sobbing
No spoilers.
seems
I've
to be
never
coming.
played this.
I've made enough changes that there won't be any spoilers for anybody here. Don't you worry.
No, it's
Okay, so we have to go past the tavern to get to the sobbing anyway. So let's.
No,
we
the
don't. That's the
tavern's-
shop. E1
E2
is
is the tavern.
Okay.
Let's go to the tavern.
Let's go to the tavern and ask about the crying, and because it might be like,
Yeah, just
that's
ask about this place.
That's like the banshee that steals your soul. Don't go to that.
That's
Yeah.
just the town crier. Don't worry about that.
Oh,
Exactly.
Okay,
Like
I
maybe
don't
it's something
think
we
that's
shouldn't be
normal.
butting into. If
I
someone
really
came into
appreciate
your
that.
home and then was just like, "Oh, there's something happening over here. Let me go disrupt it." I mean, maybe it's something they always do. You know?
Cora, have you
I
ever
was
seen a town
crying.
crier before?
I would appreciate someone checking up on me.
Maybe
I
someone is. Maybe we're disrupting the flow of things. You know, every town has like their traditions and things that they've got that are
I
important.
don't
So
think
maybe this is
people
one
check
of them.
up on people in this town.
At this point,
in Corvania, people don't really cry. So
you
No
guys become
crying.
aware that your voices are carrying a little bit, seeing as
Oh,
they're the only sound
shoot.
coming from this seeming whole town.
Aside from the crier.
I mean, I
Don't
hate
think
to
it's
say
really-
it, but if there's just one person crying but we can't see any other people, they might not be a person.
Yeah, tavern. Let's go tavern.
Tavern.
Ithri just goes over and like goes to open the door, and then it's probably like, okay, I'll knock. Just knock on the door of the tavern because
I don't know.
I-
I don't want to
'cause-
just bust in.
yeah.
I'm going
If
in.
the whole
He'll
town is
knock
like-
and then I'll walk in.
I follow Jinko.
As you're passing, who has the highest passive perception? Cora, probably?
No.
12.
Uh,
12,
Well,
13.
Let me see.
13.
I think we do
passive,
not
14.
have good passive. Yeah.
13.
14.
Mine's 12.
Mhm.
Okay, well then E3 is the one who notices this.
Mm.
As you pass the sign on the Blood on the Vine, you notice that that's not the correct name of the tavern. That someone has scratched an N over top of an F. That it should be the Blood of the Vine. Someone graffitied it to become Blood on the Vine.
So when you say graffiti, does it look like it was vandalism, or does it look like someone's just changed it cheaply?
Hard to tell.
Okay.
Can I, before like shutting the door behind us, just like take a look around and see if there's anything lurking behind us in the shadows?
Oh, like out in the square and such? Yeah, yeah, go ahead and make a
I
perception
want to know
check.
if we're being watched.
Yeah, sure. You definitely have like your hackles up. Like you'd feel like you're being watched, but
We've had that
I know we've
since we
had
got-
that feeling since we
Yeah.
got here, right? A 10.
and Don't
I got
see
nerfed,
anyone.
y'all. My wisdom
Don't
sucks.
see anyone.
Okay.
And with that, like a quick rap on the door, and the door just kind of opens easily enough. It's as you said, it's a tavern. You know, it's not closed or locked or anything like that. It seems open for business. Within, you can see that the building itself must have once been very nice. The furniture and such within, it's all handcrafted, strong oak furniture. You can see tapestries and paintings that have sort of grown old and been worn down, but must have once been magnificent. There's a blazing fire in the hearth, offering, well, not really much warmth to the few souls huddled within. You can see that there are 3 cloaked figures at one table, all kind of hunched in at the table. One of them glances in your direction as you guys enter from beneath the folds of their hood. Not like that figure, just looking at you out of the shadows. You see seated at a nearby table an old man in scholarly robes. And as he turns to look at you, the unmistakable face of Dracon.
No.
You see seated at a table by the window 2 hunters. They look similar, like brothers. And you, of course, recognize the visages of Elmore and Otis. For a second, I brain farted on the name.
Wait, Otis?
Uh-huh. Seated at the bar,
Dead?
you see a figure with long blonde hair, just staring in a daze into his drink. The figure is the very same who once removed Nova's hand, and once had his own throat cut and then stitched back up. Lareth, the Beautiful. You see
What?
a trio of dwarves. A mature man and woman, as well as a young, not boy, but younger, man, like maybe in his 40s, who's seated in a chair with wheels, who is familiar to some among you.
Medora doesn't recognize any of these. I'm just
Medora at the
She
bar.
doesn't.
Oh,
She's
I
gonna-
wasn't done
He's
yet.
not
I
done
was
yet.
gonna say, I was headed for the bar. I was like, if these guys are
like, you
pausing to
see
look,
that
she's
the
going
others are
straight
having
past.
reactions. You go for the bar and take a seat next to a stranger. As you kind of glance at them, you recognize Gunner.
I was gonna say she's probably just asked for a mead first. Like she's completely not looked at
Sure.
all and gone straight in and gone, I'll have a mead.
A pudgy
Awesome.
little man is the one tending bar. He was just sort of cleaning a glass when you take a seat. You order a mead. He... 1 copper.
Pay up.
He'll pour you a glass without another word.
That's
And that would be
probably when
like
I
when you-
look.
Glance at Gunner, who has no reaction to you, just continuing to drink quietly. There is one final individual, dressed more conservatively, like he's in like hides and has a little fur cape with shoulder-length blonde hair, clean shaven face, and he is the only one. Well, the 3 robed figures, one of them looked at you. He also kind of looks up as you approach, and his face actually shifts into a warm smile. Friends, strangers. He stands up. Nobody looks at. Well, one of the robed figures glances at him, but everyone else in the bar just completely ignores him. Forgive me. Might you join a man for a drink?
I'm
I
running
will-
over to Dracon.
Yeah, I'm doing the same.
always up
If
for
he's
drink.
running
Dracon's
over
just
to a
seated by the
different
fire.
table.
I am going to look at the man and then do a nod because he's the only person that's actually like acknowledged us.
In a safe way, anyway. Technically, the
Yeah.
3 robed figures are also.
Yeah.
But you
So
can't
like,
see their faces.
if we're gonna get info, it's gonna be from this dude.
Okay, so you kind of approach him. As the rest of you approach Dracon, he doesn't really move. He's just sort of seated in front of the fire, rubbing his hands.
Dracon. I'll put a hand on his shoulder. Hey.
Ice cold.
Nova, something's wrong with Dracon.
He's seated by the fire.
Yep.
I kneel down in front of him and I like grab his hands like in between mine.
Ice cold.
Nice.
Well, in between yours? You mean in your one hand?
Oh, in my one hand. Fuck. Sorry. Forgot. I like grab one of his hands. Like grasp it.
You could put your hand between his.
The devil takes us.
What?
The devil takes us all.
Dracon. It's us.
I'll put my hand on his neck. Do I feel a pulse? And how weak is it? Is it normal?
It feels normal.
Okay. I'd like to try to reach out with my mind and contact him. Like, just say the same thing, like Dracon, it's us.
No reply. You don't even get a sense that you're connecting to anything.
Nova, what's wrong with him?
I can't speak to him. It's like he's not here.
Because he's not.
You look over to the guy.
What do you mean?
I'd be happy to explain everything, but perhaps not shouting over.
Actually,
They're not real, but it still feels strange.
Cora's gonna notice Lareth and go over to him too. They're not real?
The devil takes us. The devil takes us all.
I put my hand on him. Does he feel cold too?
Very. He just takes a sip of his drink.
The devil takes us all.
I take the drink from him.
He's not just gonna let you take it. Kind of shoulders you off.
Lareth,
Cora, they're not real, like he said. Go sit with this guy, I guess.
Gunnar, I told you to go to the nearest tavern.
This is far away.
For real, right?
Like, I don't think this is the nearest tavern, Gunnar.
Devil.
Cora will shuffle over to that guy.
I'm not a devil. Gunnar?
One of the 3 robed figures has stood up, is kind of glancing in the direction of the bar. Slowly, they're kind of making their way in the general direction of Medora.
I'm gonna have my katana ready.
I'm watching them.
The man who spoke to you, on the other hand, seems to pay them no mind. You are the latest strangers, yes?
I assume.
You, hey! And he kind of suddenly looks up. Just as the robed figure extends a thin, pale hand and rests it on Medora's shoulder. Excuse me. And as you turn, you see there's a woman under the cloak. She kind of has a gaunt, pale face, very angular features, dark hair, dark eyes. Are you new in these parts?
I think Medora's just clocked that this is probably not right. How new is new? I mean, time here's moving.
Fear, stranger.
I'm just gonna have a drink with Gunnar here, and then I'll have
She
a
kind
chat.
of glances. Yes, Gunnar. do come say hello to us when you are done. And she's going to, silent as a ghost, withdraw back to her table with the other two.
I know you
What
weren't
did
ever
you
chatty,
mean?
Gunner, but here, I'm just gonna pour my drink into his and get to the others.
He does not react in any way to you doing so. Just continues to sip at his drink. You should not talk to them.
Wait, so they're real, but they aren't?
They are those are the Vistani, servants of. Well, where are my manners? I am Ismark.
Okay. Is this Barovia?
So you know. You are
It's
well
a-
informed. Better
No.
informed than travelers
No.
usually are.
No, it's just legends from my home
you were
country.
right. It's Barovia.
Home country.
Uh,
You are Corvanian.
yes.
Very good. Very good. Well,
No, but
it does
how-
not do to speak to these wisps. They are not real. They did
But-
not exist this morning
Well, how are they here now?
because you are here.
So
They
just...
appear. Wisps always appear when travelers appear. They are here for you, to welcome you, I think.
Well,
I do not
Sure,
know
welcome.
the machinations of the devil.
How
but
long have
evil
you
does
been
as
here?
it will.
Wait, devil?
I was
They
born
were...
here.
So,
Ismark Koljanovich.
what year is it?
Well, it is my 34th year. I could not tell you more.
Wait,
We don't.
I-
We track things differently here. There's not much point when it's just the village. But there are few left. And fewer still, as the devil has their machinations.
right, devil. Who's devil? They were all repeating that.
Evil incarnate. And the enemy of my family.
I'm gonna be honest with you. We've come across a lot of really evil beings in the
Yeah,
last few weeks, so
gotta
you're
be
gonna
more
need to be a
descriptive.
little bit more descriptive here because there's a lot of them that it could be.
The devil is the devil. I don't know.
Like
How
from
to-
hell?
The Count? From the stories?
The Count? Yes, I suppose that could be. They are they are the master of Barovia. But
So like a lord?
yes, up in their castle.
Wait,
Perhaps you saw
Jinko,
it if the mists allowed it.
Did he bring us here? Is that? Did he have a part in that?
Who can say?
Does the
The
devil have a
purposes.
name? Or any other titles besides the devil?
The Count? The Ancient?
That-
what color are his eyes?
I do not know.
Does he wear a green cloak?
It is said that all those who look upon the devil
Important questions.
never look upon anything else again.
Does-
I-
Well, that's all right.
Wait, have you seen him?
Of course not, for I still live.
I'm going to lean
What's-
over to Medora because I'm assuming she's here now. She goes, "That's what people say about me too."
Well, I've looked upon you and lived.
Okay.
I have done my best to keep my head down, as all who wish to live in these cursed lands do. But
We
these
gotta
last
go. We got
months,
somewhere to be.
the devil has made my family his enemy.
Why?
I do not know, but evil hunts me. Thrice
So,
in the last month, my home has been attacked,
why?
and now my home is in shambles. My sister scared out of her wits. My father dead. Perhaps it
Dear-
is naive of me to hope that perhaps you are not here because the devil called you, but because fate calls you. But this is Barovia. We do not hope in Barovia.
Uh,
Have you
That's not. your sister down the street, right? Crying in that home?
Oh,
That's not your house?
You have heard Mad Mary.
Oh.
Poor
Mad
thing.
Mary?
Poor dear. Her daughter was taken by the devil.
Oh,
So there are people here still.
when was
Just-
her
Yes.
daughter taken?
Some weeks ago now.
Understood.
What does he does he just kidnap people? What does he want? He can't want
Who
money.
can say?
This
The devil's business is their own, and we try to keep to ourselves. If
I
we
mean,
are
this-
lucky, evil sleeps, and we may live, years at a time even. But when the devil hungers,
Have you tried talking to him?
We
There can
tried
be
making
no
him not
speaking.
hungry.
those who have
saying.
gone up to the castle have not returned.
No,
this
but
might be an obtuse question. Sorry, Medora.
quick question, just if we're looking at sorting this out. You said we're here for 33 days.
Well,
Is
I
that
don't
33
think-
days in this timeline or that timeline? Because 33 days here is a very long time.
Or does that
Here's-
not even apply anymore?
I don't even know if that applies because I think that the item that I used that was supposed to take us somewhere else got messed with when all of that magic happened.
Wait, do you still
So-
have it?
Yeah, I still have it, right?
So, like in a week, you could try to use it again.
Yeah, but a
We
week
could-
this time or that time?
Well,
10 days.
10
I don't
days.
know if it's like material plane, but I want to look at Ismark, is that his name? And just this might be a really obtuse question to ask, but have you all tried to leave this place?
Of course. The mists allow no escape.
What happens when you go into the mists?
For the lucky, you return. For the unlucky, you are never seen again.
We felt, and I'm going to look to Medora for confirmation of this because I'm pretty sure she's the one who made the check. When we first arrived here, we felt like this place kind of had a mind of its own. Is that
The mists.
just the mists watching you? And
And
The
the devil.
Mist.
It is said that
mist
the
is-
devil is the land.
The mist
so
is also
he knows
the
we're
land.
here. Probably.
if you were to get
I
rid of the
suspect so.
devil, would the place go away? What would happen to everyone in it?
I
Who
don't
can
think
say?
that's my gunner.
Well, maybe he'll just let us go. Like we could do a favor for a favor.
You know what they say
deal-making
about
with
dealing with the
evil
devil.
entities.
No, what do they say?
It is
You
a
shouldn't.
losing game.
I've just entered a contract. I can't do another one.
Okay. Well, I think we should try talking before we just start doing the other thing.
When visitors normally arrive, they inevitably always go to the castle.
And they don't come back?
From then, it is usually but a night until all of the wisps fade.
What if the castle is the way out, though? What if they've just gotten out?
We do not hope in Barovia.
What state
No.
did Gunner arrive in?
That changes now.
Which one is Gunner? They all just appear. As
one.
if they
Just-
were here always.
Poof into existence?
one? Yes.
Was he
When I
conscious?
saw wanderers in the street, I came here for a drink. After all, Eric doesn't mind. He nods at the barkeep. I knew you'd be along eventually, and I had hoped that we might speak. Because, as I've told you, the devil is attracted to my family. My
If you
father
wanted
has
to
paid
talk,
for it already.
Why
I
did
do
you
not want my
just
sister
come...
to suffer.
Why did you not just come to us?
I did not know where you were. But, as I said, visitors to Barovia always end up here. I knew if I
Oh.
waited, you would turn up.
It sounds like we need to talk with this count anyway, so maybe we can put in a good word for you. I don't know. I don't know what you would think we can do.
Do you still
I
want
wish
to
to offer myself to the devil in exchange for my sister's life.
What?
But I do not
thought you-
believe I can make it to the castle.
That sounds like a really
Alone.
bad plan.
Oh,
And I thought you just said dealing with the devil is a naughty thing to do.
If this is an evil entity, I don't think you offering your life in exchange for another is going to end up with anyone being alive.
What choice have I?
well, what if?
Don't.
I mean, what if we just figure out what's really happened here? Perhaps the Count is just as stuck as the rest of you and is. I'm not trying to say that he's good. If you say he's evil and he has done evil things, then perhaps he is, but perhaps he's so trapped here he's just.
Right. Maybe
You
there's a
speak
way-
as other travelers before you have spoken.
Maybe we can help everyone.
Maybe you can. You are welcome to your hope. But for
Well-
my part, my only goal is to protect my family. I am the burgomaster now.
How much
I must protect my
does
people.
this sound like the truth, and that he's actually telling the truth about the Count being evil?
Insight check.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Insight check. That's a 14.
I got a natural 20 for a total of 25.
You sense a lot of fear from this individual, a sense of false bravado, like he's not anywhere near as chill as he's trying to be. You sense determination from him, a
Filled with
genuine desire
determination.
to protect his family. You don't sense much in the way of duplicity from him.
So I don't feel like if we went with him, he's going to shove us
Murder
in
us.
the way to rescue his sister.
Yeah.
You don't get that vibe.
Okay.
Have you told your sister about your plan?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna look over at E3. How's he doing?
He's sat at a table with the dwarves.
I'll just in your
Dwarves have not
head.
acknowledged you at all.
I'll just in your head say, "You okay?"
No.
How did Gunnar get here? I just told him to go and drink till he passed out.
Well, they're not really here. I think they're just
Precisely.
spirits or something.
So how do
Figments.
they know people that we would know?
Got in our heads or some pulled it out.
Precisely.
Is everything always in our heads?
Can I go
Yeah.
check
Here.
with E3?
Yes. So the tables can
Here,
seat
there,
4. You'd have to pull
everywhere.
a chair from another one, but you could.
That's
could do
fine. I'm gonna show with E3 and see the faces that he's looking at.
I should probably write descriptions for them, shouldn't I?
Mhm.
Probably should.
Get
Didn't expect this, did you?
Not
Okay,
You
today.
didn't expect anybody to
I mean,
care
to be
about
fair, if
No, I
if
just-
he had expected this, I would have been cheated.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was fully expecting whatever the hell this is.
Ismark, I don't think we can help you sacrifice yourself or whatever you want to do. But
Then help me fight the devil.
okay, remember the thing
Yeah.
about talking first? Maybe
Cora,
we
these people have lived here their entire lives being terrorized by this man, it sounds like, and I believe
you
he's
just
telling the
said
truth, so
maybe he's trapped too, and
perhaps, but they've lived his I don't even know how long being terrorized by him. So even if he is
34
trapped, he
years.
shouldn't be. That's a long time.
maybe this place is like possessing him, and it's not really even him. Maybe he's just
Well, in
stuck.
any case, we're gonna have to fight something, so I don't really think there's much talking to be done.
Where the people that you guys recognize, are they friends, foes, or people you've
They're all
maybe
friends.
killed?
Yeah,
No,
they're
they're-
all friends.
Because
Well, they're
my
not all
friend.
friends. Gunnar is not your friend. Dracon, the old man by the fireplace, was with us in the temple before we met you. Lareth took my arm off. Cora is friends with him, I believe, but the rest of us are not. I
Cora's friends
assume
with many
that's
people.
E3's family or somebody close to him. And I don't know the rest, so.
I'm just, if this node is in our head, why Gunner?
I mean, you did. Instead of killing him, you just told him to get out of there.
Yeah, because I didn't want to get killed by him.
Oh, that
Have
too.
you seen the size of his arms?
Did he force you to work on his ship for a long time? I mean,
He was just following orders. I mean,
I
it's
would
not
not look
nice.
for rhyme or reason in this place. They pulled ideas from your head. The mists are demented and dark.
And the mists are controlled by this count, or
the mists are controlling the count.
Who can say? Perhaps they are one and the same. The devil, the mists, the dark powers. All is evil.
well, if we agree to go to the castle with you, kind of need a place to stay.
My sister and I will put you up for the night.
I thought you said your home was...
It is not safe, but it is safer than out there.
Okay.
The devil may attack, and if so, then you shall have your fight. And if the devil does not attack, then we shall visit them tomorrow.
Oh.
One more question. You said that the devil took someone's daughter and your sister. Is it always...
My sister is not taken. She is frightened. My father is dead. I believe the devil means to kill me, to end my line.
So there's
I
no
am the
rhyme or
burgomaster
reason
of
on that
Barovia.
either.
I am the burgomaster. Yes.
Wouldn't he have to kill your sister too to end the line?
She is younger than me. I am the next in the line, so it stands to reason he would target me next.
I see.
What's a burgomaster?
I think it's the person in charge? The mayor?
Yeah, it's not a term you'd have heard in your region, so that's...
I don't know
Someone
what that
in
is.
charge of burgers?
The burgomaster. I see to the town and the townsfolk.
Oh, you did say your people
I care for
earlier.
the people and govern, sort of like a baron.
Okay.
Do they have barons in your lands?
I come from a forest village, so no.
There's nobles.
Perhaps a tribal elder, or
Yes, there's a council of sorts. I just like look at Usk and then.
Yeah. It is like that then.
I see.
Okay. If we're going to your place, that's fine. But I would like to talk to this Mary on our way, if that's okay.
Of course, I will take you to her home if you wish.
Maybe we can help her too and get her daughter back if she's.
Gertruda, I would not hope for Gertruda, but it is possible. As I say, we do not hope in Barovia.
Be on the town sign.
She'll kind of look at Ithri and Junko.
What do I see? E3?
2 male and 1 female dwarf.
2 male, 1 female?
2 male, 1 female. They all probably look very similar to E3, obviously related.
Similar beards on all of them?
On most of them, apart from the youngest. He's got more of a... His is untamed.
Like a bib beard.
Yeah, like it's just in all directions beard rather than like the braided thing. Ithri's just like looking from one to the other, not really doing much.
and
Do
for their
all
part,
look
they've
like
just
you?
been.
Do they all same color eyes as you?
I think the father doesn't. The mother and me and the youngest do. I've never seen them looking so sad.
All three of them look depressed and lifeless.
Alive in our world?
What was that? What?
Are they alive in our world? I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah. Last I knew. No
Then
reason
I
to believe
suggest
otherwise.
you heed this no mind.
Still hard to look at.
Agreed.
E3, Junko. I think we have a plan.
Okay, we'll be right there. If I feel comfortable here, this place is very wrong. And I will stand up and reach out my hand.
Yeah, I'll take it and allow it. If he's not going to leave voluntarily, you'll have to pull him away. So
I will. If you take my hand, I'll pull.
he's not going to like resist. He just isn't going to.
Yeah,
act.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think.
No,
Start bench
Dale.
pressing,
You
Junko.
can't make me go.
Table flip.
Understandable.
So I think we're gonna stay at Ismark's for the night.
Okay.
Him and his sister have kindly said they would put us up for the night before we go talk to the Count and see what's going on. And on the
Sure.
way, we're gonna go to the see Mary. She's crying because her daughter was taken by the Count.
I see.
Which way do we walk?
Which way do you talk?
Looks at Ismark.
If you're ready to go.
He's gonna like down the rest of his drink, set it on the table.
It is to the south. Come with me.
And he's gonna lead you outside. The three robed figures watch you go. All three of them just following you.
Like they get up and
With their-
follow, or just
No, like
oh, okay.
their gaze following.
I was like,
you all the way to the door.
Holy.
When they
Sorry.
put a hand on me, did it feel cold?
No,
It felt normal.
it felt normal. Yeah.
Dora, did you check your pockets after they touched you?
My gems.
My gems.
Your gems are still there.
She's just gone through all.
Just,
of the
I just
stuff he's
remember
been
that happened to
stealing.
Tharithiel last time somebody approached him. So
That's true.
That was freaking great. I'm just saying.
I mean,
Got,
she's
like,
gonna check for
10,000
anything
gold
extra
taken
and
from him.
anything less.
As far as you can tell with a quick pat down, it seems like everything's still there.
Okay. Yeah, she's not worried then.
Ismark leads you out of the tavern into the square and past the desolate mercantile shop to the two-story building.
Are there any windows in the shop?
Yeah, curtained.
Can I like try and peek through if there's like a crack?
Make a perception check.
7.
Yeah. They're all curtained up. You can't really find a way to see inside without going in. As you approach the front of the house, you can see it's about 40 foot square. And unfortunately, the front door appears to be barred from the inside. Ismark. Mary? Are you home? You can just hear her wails coming from within. No change.
Look, upstairs, though?
Seems
or
like it's
just-
coming from the upper floor.
Does she know you, Ismark?
Yes. She has always been a little odd. But
Mary? Knock, knock, knock.
there's no answer.
We wanted to talk to you about your daughter, Gertrude.
Is there anyone peeking out the windows on the second story?
No.
No
In
lights
fact,
on?
the windows up there look boarded up.
Oh, okay.
When was the last time you've seen her?
A week ago. She was at Father Donovich's service with her daughter.
I mean, if the door's barred, I can open it, but it's gonna make noise.
I don't think we should break into a grieving woman's house. Perhaps we could just leave her a note that says that we'll try to get her daughter back. Does that work, Cora?
If it is any difference to you, I do not believe she has left her home since her daughter was taken.
Does she have, like, food? Is she...
Who can say?
I'll look up. Are any windows not boarded up?
They all look pretty boarded.
Is there a back door?
Cora, I don't think breaking into a grieving woman's house is the answer
This
here.
is what we call, back where I come from, a wellness check. And I'm gonna walk around the building and look for the back door.
I'm waiting for Cora to just fucking SWAT kick the door open or something. There doesn't
No, what
appear to
I'm
be a
really
back
waiting
door.
for like the parallel universe Vidna to come into the front door while Cora goes through the back door, and they're both like, "Are you okay?
Hello, are you okay?"
I'm more concerned by the wellness check needing the sleeve rolling up.
There is no back door, for what that's worth.
Okay.
Seems like it's just boarded up windows and a front door.
Then I'll look for a window that looks the easiest to break into.
There's a window right next to the front door.
Then
Cora,
I'll break into it.
if you were grieving and somebody broke into your house, I think that would just add to your distress.
I mean,
Cora, make an athletics check if you're doing it.
If you're grieving, you're not in your right mind.
Ismark says nothing.
18.
He seems not overly concerned. Yeah. Cora, you tell me, how do you go through this boarded up window?
As delicately as possible. Oh, you know, like in those, like, it's just wood, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know, like when they break wood in the karate stuff, that's how I break it.
Okay. So you're just got it.
With my head. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, okay. So with a well-placed kick, you snap the boards in the windows.
Okay.
No change in the sobbing.
I'll be right back. Just let me go see, and I'll hop in there.
Juko?
I'll go with her.
Yeah.
Juko, get in.
How much did you open? Like, did you just take out one board? Have I got
enough for me to fit through? So
a few boards then. Yeah, you guys would be able to fit through. If you've got a particularly high amount of gear on you, you might have to make an acrobatics check.
Then.
But
Okay, fine.
No, too soon.
Fine.
Usk is going to step up to Nova, though. I believe she may need this.
I think she needs it more than Mad Mary does. So.
We will see. Ismark is going to wait outside as well. So those of you going inside, you can see that the lower floor is mostly like a kitchen dining area, and it's dusty, dark. Doesn't look like it's been used in a few days. The sobbing comes from upstairs, and as you go up the stairs, you see that there's been furniture kind of tossed around, like somebody just completely lost it, threw everything this way and that. You see a woman sitting in the center of the floor, clutching a malformed doll. She's just holding the doll, hugging it tightly, rocking a bit, and sobbing. She doesn't even react as you come up the stairs.
Mary?
My Gertrude.
She doesn't answer you.
I'll go and kneel next to her, and I'll look at the doll.
It's a little malformed doll with a kind of a creepy leer. wearing a sackcloth dress. It's got like one larger button eye and one tiny little pin eye. The smile is lopsided and some of the stitching is showing through, making it look like there's fangs.
Mary? I'll put my hand on her shoulder.
Slowly, she kind of turns to look at you. My Gertrude.
I heard what happened. We're going to get her back for you. Try to.
She's gone. 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 Why would she go? I only wanted to protect her.
Can you tell me what happened?
She left. Left.
She left with the Count?
Got into the carriage outside and left. I told her no. I told her it wasn't safe to go out. She wasn't allowed outside ever. I was a good mother. I protected her. But she wouldn't listen, and she left. Outside where it's dangerous. Into that awful black carriage. Gone. My Gertrude, gone. God!
And it kind of turns into a wail.
I'm gonna just like
If she'll let me, I'll
block
just
my ears.
I'll let her wail onto my I'll just hug her. Try
Okay.
to comfort her.
If
Is there
If
any
I
pictures
went down
of
to the-
her? Oh, sorry.
Hold on. Good. Lizzie?
if I go down to the kitchen, is there anything like soup or anything there that's still edible?
You could probably dig up. Make an investigation check.
I'm not doing great today. That's a 6.
6? No. There's some moldy bread. There's some. It looks like soup that might be about a week old that was just left out there, filled with flies.
I think she's got it under control upstairs. Medora's just going to start sort of trying to tidy up just in case Cora manages to
Okay.
sort this.
Okay. Those of you outside, so you'd see a little bit of activity through the broken-in window.
I'm just keeping an eye out on the street. I don't know. I'm really paranoid. So
There's 2 ravens that have landed on the house on the opposite side of the street and are just staring at you.
Kill him.
I should probably pop my head out the window and go. She said I wasn't. I'm not helping, but there's apparently a black carriage. Don't get in it, and just go back inside. And
Don't get in the carriage. Exit the carriage.
there's a carriage. Don't get
Ismark,
it.
what carriage is she talking about?
That would be the carriage of the Count. The devils.
He travels in it, I assume.
Travels
can
in
say?
style.
It is black. Veiled.
Okay.
But it comes through town every now and again. On the devil's business.
Does anyone get out of the carriage?
If they do, I have not seen.
Okay.
My father. It is something that he would have known. His passing is very recent.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
It is Barovia. These things happen.
So, Cora.
Can I do a medicine check on her to see like is she like really malnourished? Has she slept? Is she just
Yeah, go ahead. What'd you get?
I rolled a 1 for a total of 3.
Ah, well, yeah, you
Hold
can't really
up.
tell.
Let me check something. Maybe I have inspiration.
I mean, it's pretty
No, I don't.
obvious without any checks that like she's
Yo,
not
she's
taking
fucked
care
up.
of herself.
Okay.
But
Are there any pictures of a Gertruda, like a picture of somebody that isn't her mom?
No. This looks like a fairly lower income family. They couldn't afford something like hiring a painter.
Portraits or...
Yeah, no.
So like self drawings on.
The closest thing might be this doll that looks like it's a little girl, a disturbing little girl.
Yeah. Okay, Mary. I'm gonna help you to bed, okay?
She just sobs.
I'm gonna lift her up and take her to bed.
Okay. She's very light and she doesn't fight you. She just kind of pathetically weeps until she's in her.
And if I can
tuck her in a little. And...
Yeah, I'll just tuck her in. And...
She seems absolutely despondent, beside herself with grief.
Do I don't think I have anything. You want some fish? Just kidding.
No!
Eat it! Okay, I'll just tuck her in and I'll light like a little lantern in there for her.
Okay.
And yeah, I guess that's about it.
Okay. Yeah,
well, hold on. Is there a room for Gertruda? Does she have like a room?
It looks like they shared this upper floor as like a loft.
Do I see like any diary or anything?
Make an investigation check.
That might be useful. Give us clues. I'm a detective. Would you want investigation?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a very good detective.
I was gonna say, don't you have a -1 to your?
Yeah.
Okay, but actually, better
I'm a
than you are at medicine.
detective. Hell yeah.
You don't find a journal per se. You do find a few little like charcoal drawings, though. Not very good, but it looks like they were of like a princess in a castle and like unicorns and
like a child's drawings.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I'm just gonna take a couple of those and pocket them.
Okay.
And then I'll head back outside. I'll check on you later, Mary. I'll go back out there. Once I wait, where's Medora?
I'm still cleaning up downstairs.
Yeah, Medora's downstairs cleaning.
Like sweeping.
I've like tipped the old food out the window. Just
bucket of Pine Sol.
Okay, I tucked her into bed, so.
I mean it. I'm just gonna lean out the window. Has anyone got any dry rations?
I don't know if I could make her eat.
Could we maybe just wrap some up in a bit of cloth or something and leave them here in case?
Yeah, I'll take out some of mine.
I have some
For
dried
you.
meat as well.
We'll put together a little thing.
A little nappy,
Little gift basket.
Yeah, I'll
little-
give it to
a bento a box, a
Oh,
sympathy, a sympathy basket.
Make the cute little like like faces on everything, like cute little toothpicks.
Sorry, your daughter was stolen. Here you go.
It's just
Feel
it's
better
all, it's all
soon.
wiped down.
Let me remove a ration from my inventory.
Okay.
All the dust from downstairs just wiped down, and then the cloth I've used as prestidigitation to clean it. Just
And I'll
fold it
leave
up.
my water skin up there with her too. I'll just put it all on the table for her.
Okay.
Can we leave her a note? We'll try and find her daughter.
I told her, but I can't.
Fun
She
little
might
thing,
not
by the way.
remember.
As you're delivering that to her bedside table, you can see that there's a little tag sticking out from inside the bottom of the dress on the doll.
Okay, like a made by?
Hard.
Like-
It could be.
What's it say? I'll check it out.
Kind of glancing at it.
You brought my
Says-
attention to it.
Yeah.
You took the butt.
Says, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
Of course.
Ah.
it is.
Does the doll look like a normal creepy child's doll? There's no like
Linsky? What?
Blinsky.
if
That means.
I mean, it looks handmade and very
She's very attached.
just like it was handmade by somebody who's very disturbed.
So let's just let her keep it.
Have fun.
And I'll leave her a little note.
does it look right in this place though? Made by someone disturbed,
I
but
mean,
it looks right for this house. Like there's no. It's not.
I don't know how to answer that
Who
in a
are we to
place like
judge?
this.
Who are we to judge?
It's creepy to your sensibilities, is the best I could say. It would be very creepy to your sensibilities.
Ready,
Can we
Medora?
tell what time of day it is? Because it was dark.
Yeah.
Was it night? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was getting to be dark.
Okay, that's right. Sorry, I just needed that for my
So it would be
orientation.
by this point. It's definitely nightfall.
Okay.
Ready, Medora?
I love how you're doing like a mental health house invasion, and then you're like, does this doll belong here?
Does this doll?
I don't give a shit about
A
that.
Marie Kondo mental health house invasion.
Does Mary look like she's going to actually like sleep?
Make an insight check.
She'll cry herself to sleep
We're
eventually.
so good at this.
I can.
Oh, that's an 18 plus 1 for 19.
You
can
think
look
that
her
she's exhausted enough that she probably will fall asleep at some point. Maybe not intentionally, but as far as will she eat, that's hard to judge.
What is it, Medora?
It seems like she has no real will to live or hope or
So she fits in.
Medora is going to use a second level spell slot to cast Suggestion.
Oh.
She's going to go down and get the food basket, come up and say, eat, and then sleep. And then just repeat after. We will try.
That's a wisdom saving throw of 9.
That is going to work then.
She'll
Just crying and eating.
whimpering a little bit to herself.
Been
Just
there.
start eating.
Too real.
Yeah.
Medora,
I don't want to go and try
Medora,
and rescue
I
someone.
I'm gonna award you inspiration.
You're very
Aw.
convincing.
Oh, cute. I just didn't want to go and try and rescue somebody to then have them traumatized when we come back.
And her mom's dad? Yeah.
I
Their
was
mum's
like-
starved to death.
I was looking through my stuff. I was like, how can I make her do this? But I have nothing.
A little bit of magic, that's how.
Eat
You
it
could
or
have
I'll
stun locked
punch
her.
you.
Yeah, I was checking that it wasn't going to be a she knows it's been a spell because I really didn't want her to do that and then be like
Suggestion's
"Somebody
just a Jedi
magically
mind trick."
made me. Yeah. Right, let's go rescue the daughter and not come back to a starved mum. Hopefully.
Yay, smart.
Okay. Is your business finished here?
Climbing back out the
yes.
window.
I think so. She's eating and drinking and gonna go to sleep. So
Do we?
Then you've already done more for her than I think most could have. Have you any other business in the village before we?
oh, what's is no fun is no Blinsky.
Oh,
What?
the toy maker.
Oh, a toy maker.
Is he in town?
No.
She
Okay.
just had something with that name on it. I was just curious.
She was probably trading with the Vistani.
Vistani?
Yes.
Oh.
Travelers. They,
The ones in the tavern?
yeah, those are some of them. They trade. Here, there, outside.
Wait, they can come and go?
So it is said.
How?
An ancient pact with the devil.
I see. They work for him then.
Some. But that is perhaps an oversimplification. They are willing to work for him. They are willing to work for many. I would not trust them, but I would also
Oh.
not count them your enemy, per se.
If it doesn't work out with the Count, maybe we should talk to them. Feel like we should talk to them before going to Count.
If the devil says no, they will not disobey.
Ah. Okay,
Will they?
let's convince
they-
the devil then.
At least have some trousers.
Oh yeah.
Likely, yes.
I could do with some.
Though
Yes,
perhaps you'd be better suited to find what you're looking for at Bildreth's. He is the
Perhaps
only
we
true shop in town.
Perhaps we should go there, get you proper clothes finally. That we're
Cora,
somewhere we can.
Can you give me a hand and we'll fix these boards back up just in case it's. I mean, I know they were boarded for a reason, but she might think it was all a dream and then the house is just clean and whatever. But I don't want anything else to go in there.
The outside, but yeah.
I mean, if you hold them up, as long as you've not done any crazy breaking, I can probably mend them with.
I sliced them in
cantrips. That's fine. It should be fine.
I will hold them up.
Cool. Reboard the house so that nothing else can get.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
We should probably have taken a key or something, but that would be weird.
Well, it wasn't a locked door. There was a bar that was just down.
I don't want to take that off though, because then someone else could just.
Yeah. There's not really a way to.
She's going to be very confused when she wakes up.
Leave. What for?
So you're going to Bildreth's?
I guess so.
That's just right next door, right?
It is, yeah.
Convenient.
Yeah, it is.
Got some pants?
Okay. You head next door, and you find the establishment is quite large, filled with racks of goods of all kinds, including a lot of what might be generally construed as adventuring gear. You see clothing and tools, weapons, armor. You see components and some plants and buckets and glasses, books, candles, torches, etc.
Shoot.
The man overseeing it all is he just kind of he's tall and thin, looks maybe in his 50s, has sort of a long bristly beard. When he sees you, he just kind of grunts. You can see there's a second man, younger, maybe in his early 20s, who, best case scenario, looks like a himbo. He is a giant walking muscle. His eyes, though, are like really tiny and spaced close together, and there's not a look of intellect on his face. He's just sort of like mindlessly humming to himself as he's carrying big things here and there and restocking, and it's very
is there
evident.
Oil here?
There is oil.
Like, I want
Would you like to know what it
costs?
costs?
Fire kind of oil. Yes.
Oh yeah, because we're so low on money, It's
Well,
gonna be out of
he's
our-
got a
Don't ask
monopoly
me.
going here, so it is 10 gold for a single flask of oil.
Oh my god. This man.
That's expensive.
Negotiate with him.
Okay.
That's the way.
Sorry, I have old feelings coming up right now about this guy, and I'm just like.
I seem to recall the last time I ran this adventure, the party of adventurers saying, "Fuck this guy, we'll shop somewhere else," and discovering that there's not another shop in all of Barovia. So
We
Checks
still didn't
out.
shop there.
I'm trying to see if there's stuff that
In fact, I think I stole a shovel.
E3,
All E3 wants is some plain travel trousers,
just common
and
clothes.
common clothes, and if there is one, a lantern, an enclosed lantern that would hold a large candle.
Okay, you can get a single set of common clothing for 5 gold.
Yep.
I will buy that for E3 because I'm the one who whisked us away, leaving his shit behind.
You wanted just a
Oh, bless
regular
you.
hooded lantern?
I was just thinking something you can light a candle and put in there.
Oh, like a lamp.
Not an oil lantern. Yeah.
Okay, a lamp. You can get a lamp for 5 gold. Candle not included.
That's not a problem.
Okay.
So, what if I wanted to steal stuff, but also leave money behind of what it's actually worth?
I'll just note you are the only customers here, so you're basically under constant watch.
Okay, that's fine. There is 6 of us actually.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Throwing it out there.
If you want to
7
try
of
that, you
us
can
with
do a sleight of
Ismark.
hand. Yep, Ismark and Oost.
That's
Do
a full
you let
house
any
right
of
there.
us? Do you let any of us know you're going to do that before you do it, or are you just?
Yeah, would
down
you
for it?
like us to aid you in this, or would you? You know what? That's
You know
all
what?
you,
No,
girl.
I'm gonna lean over to Medora.
The shifty pirate.
This shit is
I've been teaching Nova how to do this.
really expensive.
I
Incidentally,
don't
he
have
does
anything to lend you.
This
He
is
does
only
have
like
potions of healing.
this is only like 3 silver.
I'd like to buy some of those.
I bet they're worth all of the money.
They're worth 500 gold per potion. For a
Regular
basic
potions of healing?
regular
Oh,
potion of
fuck
healing.
that. I can spend 8 hours making my own. Never mind.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want to
It's a
do?
lot.
I
Jen?
still have the kit.
I don't want to. I'm not giving you gems for the oil.
Don't want gems. I want distraction.
Done. Medora just like carries on walking as if that conversation was a normal one. Is there any stand that has loads of little things next to a stand of like clothing stuff?
Yes?
Asko's like, what the hell?
Medora would like to try and put on an item of clothing, but do it deliberately clumsy and fall into a stand and take
So-
out an entire stand of things by accident on
Here's the
purpose.
thing about the clothing. He has them all secured with like anti-theft devices, so you can't try them on until you've purchased them.
Oh, wow.
Is there anything not tied down?
Yeah. Oh, there's plenty of stuff not tied down. You wouldn't be able to try on like clothing or something. It'd have to
Okay.
be like he's got a bin that's just full of bars of soap. There's chalk and racks full
Oh,
of
your
scroll
favorite.
cases and such. Pitons. He's got a rack of crowbars. 20 gold apiece.
The
Oh my
crowbars,
god,
the
dude.
crowbars are loose. I could pick one up.
What?
The crowbar's loose. I could pick one
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Quite heavy.
Cool.
Good crowbar.
E3, how do you use this? Is it like if I wanted to buy it and she's just gonna like lean it onto a different stand and just is this how you and just go for it without really?
You're doing what with it? You're
I would like to knock something over of low value items with
with
a crowbar.
Okay.
I can't cast spells because I'm
me a
concentrating
favor.
on somebody sleeping.
Make a performance check. Because this goes
That's a
beyond
15
acting,
plus
or
8,
deception, this is
23.
acting. 23.
Jesus.
Maybe leave
Okay.
the crowbars to someone else.
So there's a crash as all of the climbers' kits, pitons, grappling hooks, all of it just comes toppling down as the whole like spinny rack with them is taken out with a crowbar.
Medora's immediately going to start picking it up, going, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my..." But make it
Immediately
worse.
you can hear, "Imbeciles! Imbeciles! Periwimple!" And the shopkeep comes over. "Get out! Out! Both of you! I don't want to hear it. I don't want your help. Out! Out!"
Did I3 get his stuff before this happened?
Probably not.
What?
I'll take that too. Who cares?
And the smiling muscle comes up behind him. "Yeah, boss. Pick this up, all of it. What are you standing around for? Get out! I have other customers."
Medora's going to flash one gem and just be like, "I'm so sorry, I was trying to buy stuff."
Yeah, I3's already out the door.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I was gonna say, Cora didn't go in. She's outside.
Yeah. Oh, you can hear the crash
So
though, and the shouts.
At disadvantage, that's a 6 plus 11 for 17.
Cards.
Birds.
Yeah, he's sticking to it. He wants you out.
Okay.
So Junko,
When
you can
when
make
the-
sleight of hand with advantage.
So when the crash happens,
Can I
wanna
also
try and
make
take-
sleight of hand? I'd like to
If
try to
it's
take.
not tied down, it's going.
Yeah.
I'll do
Oh,
what
no.
Junko's doing, and then
Yeah. Go for it.
I got a 12, even so that was nearly 19 on the die, but you know, we're not going to talk about this.
Was that with advantage?
Yes, it
you
was
got a 12.
Yeah.
Damn, girl.
The dice did me dirty, okay? I'm not a stealing rogue. I'm a fight things rogue.
Yeah,
So
fair.
what were you trying to steal?
Oil, so like just like the little
A single flask of oil?
Yeah.
He doesn't notice you take the oil.
You have money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
we're
I'm
like the richest
spending
It's
it.
the
people.
principle at this point.
It really is the principle. Junko's like, this is worth like 3 silver. Why do I have to pay?
It's
10
okay.
gold?"
Each of his books is worth 250 gold apiece, so.
Yeah.
Bedroll is 10 gold. I mean, this guy, no
Jesus.
sympathy. He's got a 50 gold mirror.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So you are able to steal your oil. You don't get busted. Nova, you wanted to try to lift something?
Yeah. Literally whatever I'm standing next to.
You tell me. In this case, I'm going to let you pick something.
I don't know. I was like asking about potions of healing, but I don't know if those are secure. Those are probably behind
Those
a
are
case.
probably, given the high value, yeah, those would be secure.
I'll try to take like some pants for E3, some clothes for E3.
Okay, like a set of common
and then like
common clothing.
maybe
Okay.
a random trinket if I roll well.
So it's a separate roll per thing you're trying to steal. So you're trying to
So
grab
then
the
I'll-
clothes. So go ahead and
Okay.
roll. You have advantage, sleight of hand.
Okay. Oh, thank God. 15.
Okay, yeah, you're able to grab the clothes. He's still yelling as you're just like tucking it into like your.
I
purse
rolled
and,
perception, but what the fuck? So subtract 1. 14. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I rolled perception.
Still, all good, all good. Yeah, so you got
can
clothes
see the
and one
clothes.
flask of oil. Is there anything else you guys want to attempt to steal while he and
I'm gonna-
Perry Wimple are cleaning up?
Some hope.
Yeah, just like a random trinket or something. yeah.
I knew what Junko wanted, so I would try and take one on my way past
What was Junko after?
the oil.
Okay, make your sleight of hand.
'Cause
You do
I
not.
don't-
You actually have disadvantage because he's
He's
not at all
staring
happy.
at you.
Oh yeah, I get a 13 on that one.
you still get away with it.
Damn.
Not a good passive perception. So you
there-
were going for a random trinket.
Yeah. I like random trinkets. Love random shit like
Let's
this.
see.
That's a 17.
Shit.
Some good
Okay.
rolls.
You grab something in a little glass bottle, and it's not until you get out that you happen to notice it was a single vial of perfume with a price tag of 50 gold.
Nice. Does it smell good?
Yes, but it's a little overpowering.
Okay.
Oh, so it's like you put it on and then you like let it settle for the day, kind of perfume.
It's like the perfume equivalent of Axe body spray. Like, yeah,
Oh,
there's something nice
God.
about it, but like it's a little too strong to be like.
Like 3 hours after
There is-
being in a windy street, it'll be great.
Yeah, there's
I'll
no
get-
subtlety here.
I'll get outside and like test that and then look at E3 and go, here's your clothes.
Oh, thank you. Anything, you'll
You're
just
welcome.
start getting dressed in the street.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll just throw the perfume in the bag of holding because I'll take your
So-
robes back too or whatever you were.
Yeah,
I don't know what you were
some
wearing.
robe. I think you
Outfit.
did tell me, but
As
yeah.
Medora comes out, she's just gonna look at Junko and go, like that, and just hand her the oil.
I'm gonna take it. Thank you. Actually, Nova, could I actually take that? It
What?
could be useful.
Well, the perfume?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really my scent anyway, so here you go.
Oh, that's terrible. Okay.
It's awful.
I'm gonna put it in my bag and I will use it later for the
Oh, I
thing.
don't think we'll be going back there anytime soon.
What
but
happened? There was a big kaboom and
Well, Medora was a little clumsy.
I just,
She
was
Okay.
trying to use a
don't think I should use
crowbar
crowbars.
in a
it's not my calling.
store. So
Eskel,
Oh.
how much is this stuff actually worth?
I got kicked out. some
Medora,
Mm.
in his rage, he actually didn't take the crowbar out of your hands. If you want, you could have just walked out with the crowbar in hand too.
yes, keep the
I mean-
stupid crowbar.
Fedora's gonna look at Ithra and be like, "You're short a few weapons," and just hand him this crowbar.
Thanks. Slip it in the belt of his new
Um,
clothes.
Eskel,
How much damage does a crowbar?
Not as much as
None.
my
It's like
hammer.
it's an improvised weapon. It'd be a D4 with disadvantage on
Yeah.
attack rolls.
Yeah.
I think I can punch harder than I can crowbar, but I'll keep it.
Eskel, how much would the oil be without his markups?
It should just a flask of oil should be in the D&D
Yeah.
Beyond
I'm
inventory.
sure
is.
we've had one
Yep.
for like a
Yes.
gold or something.
I think it's 5 silver.
Oh,
there you go.
see? Oh, they don't have to. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, 0.1 gold pieces is what it says on D&D Beyond.
1 silver then.
Okay.
That's fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
Clay-
1 silver.
1 pint of oil.
Yep. What about the
Love
perfume?
Bildrath.
What about the perfume? Actually, I wouldn't know about that, so.
The perfume.
It said 50 gold on it,
5
but
gold.
Yeah, okay. Seems right.
I don't think we're allowed
Cora's
back in here
fish smell
anymore
better
from
than
the. Yeah, I do. It smells terrible. Could you press to digitate this off my arm, please?
Done. Also, I know we don't always see eye to eye, but good job. She's like,
You and me? Oh, thanks. Just taking advantage of the situation you two had created.
I
Hey,
didn't
like
do
I said,
anything. I just
job.
asked for a distraction.
I
And
didn't do
like,
anything.
Is
like
not known for his forgiveness.
I
Yes,
don't
we will
think-
It
probably
would
not be
best
welcome
if
back
you,
there.
Move on
do not
then, shall we?
return.
Yep.
Ismark, we deal with gods. It's fine.
That kind of mentality is going to be our downfall. I just wanted to say
Yeah,
that on the
Ismark
record.
actually gives kind of a
right
crooked
now.
smile.
Between gods and Bildrath, I think you're more likely to earn the forgiveness of a god.
Fucking
Come.
love it.
So I'm gonna mark the Burgomaster's Manor for you guys.
Okay.
Woo-hoo.
It is E4
Oh, way down
as he walks you
there.
down the path.
Oh, man, it's been a while.
I just want to, as we're walking again, scan everything, look for people maybe in windows, down
Make a perception check.
alleyways. I just want to know if we're being watched by people, I guess. Oh, sick, a natural 1 for a total of 3.
You don't see anyone
I wish I was
except
a
those
halfling.
same 2 ravens, and I think it's so distracting. You're so fixated on these 2 lone ravens that are just like watching
Just following
you that,
us.
like, you aren't even like looking anywhere else. You're just so like off put by the 2, and yeah, they kind of are following you.
they
Uh,
look entirely normal.
I would imagine most of the rest of you haven't even like clocked that there's.
Do they
these 2
count as a
ravens spying.
creature?
Ravens, yes.
Yeah.
They are
I'm
in
gonna
fact creatures.
I'm gonna mind link to them.
Okay.
Because
And go caca?
I-
What?
I think that
Ravens can learn English.
They can imitate English. There's a
Okay.
difference.
I'm
They
trying
can
to
learn
see what the
command.
description of the sorry, I'm trying to see what the description of this ability is for language. Don't need to share language. Must be able to understand a language though.
Mhm.
Do they have their own?
So yeah, you
language?
I
wouldn't
don't-
be able to.
Yeah, I don't
They
think it'll
don't.
work, so never mind.
No.
And I would know that. So
I
I'm
don't know
not
if they're
gonna
like
do
were ravens or something. So in the
Mm.
meantime,
Mind link, see what happens.
that.
a
Go
weary
suck.
looking mansion squats behind a rusted iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke these grounds and press with menace against the house itself. Yet, against the walls, the growth has been tramped down, creating a path all about the domain. You see heavy claw markings that have stripped the once beautiful finish off the walls. Great black marks tell of the fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen.
As I said, the devil has been here.
Ismark,
He did this all on his own? Holy.
his minions of evil, wolves, bats,
Wolves aren't
other
evil.
creatures that serve the dead.
Kinda
Like a whole
sounded like
army
a-
of them?
That kind of sounds
I would
druidic.
not go so far as to
doesn't
call it an
to
army.
Command animals?
Well, I don't know, I'm gonna look at Usk for confirmation for this, but I mean, other
Usk.
people can command creatures.
Looks aghast.
It's a different type, I think.
I cannot imagine any servant of the green performing acts like this.
Oh, what was the name of the guy?
I do not believe the devil serves any but themselves. Or perhaps the
Listen.
mists.
Devil serves the mist.
Who can say? Or
Or
perhaps the
he
mists
is
serve
the
the devil.
mist, the mist serve him. We don't really know.
The
Are
mist.
you thinking of Jaros, Nova?
Thinking of Oakhurst, the druid with the Gulthias tree, and I can't remember his
Oh.
name. I was thinking of that,
Maybe it's something.
and the
like
fact that there was some stuff with
A Golthias tree.
yes.
You
We-
know of these things.
Well, we
We-
tracked the fruit that was coming from there to a town in Saragarda, actually, which is
I do not
So
know
if-
this place.
well,
But I do know Golthias tree.
yes.
And if you
we
destroyed it,
destroyed one.
then it is a shame you're not here a few years past.
There was a
You
tree
had
There
one
was a
here?
winery.
of the fruit.
No. Of wine.
Oh.
It
I
was
mean, made of the fruit.
It was destroyed by the monstrous creations of such a tree.
I see.
Is that tree still around?
No.
Oh.
We could not save the winery, but we could avenge it.
Find the name of that guy.
What
Oh
do
my
you mean you
God.
could avenge it though?
We felled the tree, that its blight might assail our lands no more. It was then that the devil decided to punish us. One of many
And
times.
took wine away?
We still have wine, but it is not the same. Come.
Belloc
Belloc.
was that his name?
I
Belloc.
literally just found it. as
Took
well,
me
yeah.
forever to find it in my notes.
Like the Indiana Jones guy. Ismark leads you across the trampled weeds up to the barred front doors of the manor. He Ivina, this is Ismark. There's a few moments of quiet before you can hear the bar on the other side of the door lifting and the doors open. And a woman stands on the other side. Looks maybe in her mid-20s. She is shorter than Ismark. Looks not at all like him, to be honest. She has like long auburn hair, a pale, scared face, but with dark brown eyes with an intensity to them. And you can see that like she's in robes. She has a scarf and gloves, and like she's shivering even as she stands in the doorway. Ismark. Oh, forgive me. I am Irina Kalyana. Who are you? Guests. They will be staying with us for tonight. Come
I have
in.
a different last name.
I will come in.
Now I will say this is something that Junko would know innately. Naming conventions in parts of Corvania, particularly in the northern parts of Corvania, are such where the name given in place of a surname isn't so much a surname as it is a marker of parentage. Irina Kalyana means daughter of Kalian. Ismark Kalyanovich means son of Kalyan, or Kalian. So
Oh, Ovich is like it's
Ovich
like
is son of,
in
and
Scottish, like Mac. before the name.
Right, exactly. It's comparable.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, in essence, they are marked as both children of Kalian.
Okay, I understand. The ravens, they still watching?
Yeah, they're just perched on that broken fence.
Good. Yeah, great. Cool.
And you'd swear you can hear a whisper in the wind calling your name, Nova.
What?
From somewhere in the fog. So whether that whisper is sinister or pleading, it's hard to tell.
I want to go home.
As you enter the mansion, the interior is well furnished, yet the fixtures do show signs of wear. Noticeable oddities include the boarded up windows, of course, and you can see that there are holy symbols in every room to all manner of deities. And you can see that the burgomaster is in a side drawing room as you pass. On the floor, lying in a simple wooden coffin surrounded by wilting flowers amid the faint odor of decay.
Oh.
I can show you to the guest rooms if you'd like. We won't have enough rooms for all of you, but we can... I can clean up a third room at least so that there's 3.
No, we're fine honestly, we're used to being all in the same space anyway, so don't go out of your way.
2 rooms, Irina, should suffice. Okay, I'll go get them set up. Thank you.
Thank you.
And she's going to step away. Forgive us. We are under a lot of stress since the devil has started to attack us.
Sorry for intruding, I guess.
You are helping us. With luck, your presence will be the beginning of better times, but we do not hope in Barovia, so who can say? I have some meager food that I can provide you, but
have any supplies?
Comfort is limited. We have enough.
Cooking supplies? I could make some stuff.
Irina is a terrific cook, but our supplies are low.
I have a few.
Every night is as a siege.
Wait, you're attacked every night here?
In different ways. Sometimes it is simply the wind hammering at our walls, tearing the boards off, keeping us awake and cowering at night. Sometimes it is packs of wolves, or the dead, pounding on our doors, tearing at our windows.
Have they gotten in?
No, not yet.
That's kind of
but
weird.
But they do not allow us rest. My poor sister has had nightmares.
I think we all just kind of like, yeah, we know that one.
Might sound really odd.
Why wouldn't they just come in and...
I'm a tourist.
If you would be happy to share space, we could maybe offer a safe area in the house that nothing could get into, and you wouldn't have well, you might have nightmares, but you wouldn't... Nothing could maybe get you. For one night, you could have one night of decent rest.
How do you... Forgive me, go ahead.
Oh,
I mean, there's
say, yeah,
5 of us
and
2 more. I mean, it might be a bit tight, but I can create us a safe space, and even if you don't want to spend the whole night in it, as long as you're in it when I create it, you can leave and retreat to it.
What safety do you imagine you can create against the devil?
I mean, it worked against a god a couple of times.
It's a magical barrier. It does help. It protects against elements. We use it when we don't have anywhere to stay.
We'll be able to hear the outside, but if there are wolves and bats, they won't be able to get in for the night. You can start outside if you'd rather, but just be in it when I make it. and then you can always come to it if you would feel more comfortable sleeping in your normal place, and then...
There is potential to this. I will speak with my sister. If nothing else, we can be present for your magic and retreat.
That way, if anything comes in, there's a safe place to retreat. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Thank you. If there is nothing else, I will leave you in the drawing room and go fetch you something to eat. Okay, he's going to leave you guys alone. With a good view of the Burgomaster.
Woo!
I would like to examine him.
Is it an open coffin or closed?
Yep, it's open.
Yep,
Open?
I'm going to examine once he leaves.
Sure. And by the way, did I hear Cora? Were you going to say something?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. The coffin is open. He's facing upward. As you examine him, go ahead and make an investigation check, or if you want to do something closer to an autopsy, it'd be medicine. But I can't imagine you aren't planning on like cutting a body open in the middle of it.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Good. Then investigation.
Got a
doing
18.
Mortuary assistant.
No, like you just hear gloves start snapping.
No, as you
That's what the oil's for.
As you investigate the individual, there's no wounds on the body. The face is frozen in a dying grimace of terror.
You have a heart attack?
As best you can tell. Without an autopsy, you can't really tell, but that's plausible. Or perhaps something like poison, or...
Will you be able to see poison like on the tongue or something?
Well, it is very clear to you that this individual has been dead for at least a week.
Ugh.
I vote we tiny hut, maybe not with this individual.
Just in case it comes back undead, is that what you're thinking?
If it's been dead a week, I don't like the idea of tiny hutting with a corpse.
Dead body? Yeah.
Nope.
Is there anything else in this room?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's holy symbols all over the walls. There's a mirror on the wall. You can see that there are lots of wilting flowers. There's
it's just
a
drawing room, so no. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with what a drawing room is.
It's I don't know how to explain it. It's like a.
Is it like a sitting room? Is it, or is it like an
yeah.
office?
It's not an office. Not like
okay,
an office.
okay.
I think it's where women would have retired to, separate to men who would have gone
like
to the billiards room.
Like a
lounge,
exactly.
gambling.
Comparable
I
to a
see.
lounge, but with nicer.
Okay.
You have dinner. Women go one way, men go another. Medieval.
I got you.
Exactly.
I got you.
Are there any books?
There's not in here. There is an empty bookshelf, but there is a portrait of a young man and woman standing together. They don't look. I mean, they look a little like Ismark, but more likely it was the Burgomaster and his wife. You can see Ismark's features in both of them. They both had blonde hair. They both had his gray eyes. Similar structure of, like, you know, the face and such. Both very grim, amid sort of a dark background.
Do either of them look like Irina?
No.
Interesting.
Do the holy symbols, are they all gods between us we would recognize?
Some, not all of them. I mean, you'd recognize Halos in there, Palor. You'd recognize probably there would be one to Freya. There would be, I'm trying to think what other. There'd be one to Stella.
Is it a mix of
Pantheons?
god histories?
Yes. Yeah.
So would I see, because Medora would be looking for Poseidon? or other?
No, but there would be one to probably Athena. Or
Okay.
actually, no, I'm sorry, Apollo. Probably to
Okay.
Apollo. Wait,
Okay.
is it Apollo? No. Who's the sun? Greek sun god? That's not Apollo. That's why can't I remember? I know this
I
one.
have no idea.
Helios?
Is it Helios?
Yeah,
Helios. Helios. Actually, probably both Athena and Helios. Now that I think about it.
Any
And all manner
devourer
of other
symbols?
No. All the symbols that
Gotcha.
you recognize are to a mixture of sun deities and protector deities, benevolent gods. All of them.
Oh,
There's one to
interesting.
Bahamut.
Do they look of varying qualities?
Yes. Some ritzier, some less so.
I think those might be from previous travelers, maybe.
I mean,
Perhaps.
if Gunner's one of them,
I don't
it would
think
not
he's a
have been.
previous traveler.
I mean, he's not from here.
Yeah, I don't think that's. I think we're the travelers and they're the.
They're just like apparitions, like created of nothing.
I think they're just waking nightmares.
I don't like that.
No.
Well,
I think we
this
have
whole
enough.
place is like watching. We hear whispers. I don't know.
Up this point,
So
Irina returns. All right, have some rooms ready for you.
I would not be hovering over a body when someone returns.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Straightening up really quick, kind of. I can take you to your rooms, or oh, where's my brother?
He said something about food.
Of course. You probably haven't eaten. I will take you to the dining room then, and he can bring you your food, and then I will take you to your rooms.
Okay.
What rooms are on the ground floor? Just if I'm gonna go with my plan, I don't really want to be floating.
You'll have to explain this to me, but your guest rooms are not on the ground.
Do you have like a library or something?
We did once.
I can see why fire and books would maybe not be compatible. Let's go to the dining room. We'll
We'll talk.
maybe assess.
And take care of you. Thank you again for your help. And she's going to lead you into the kitchen. And as you guys are seated and you can fill her in on what you told her brother, we're going to pause here and take a brief break. Chat, I would encourage you to stretch, get some hydration, some snacks, and when we get back, we're going to see what this is all about. And have our first evening in Barovia.
Oh,
See you
yeah.
soon.
Yes.
That's on who gets the weirdest dream.
We're live.
Hi, live. I'm asking. So let's pick up where we were. I don't know.
That would have worked if I said I'm live, but
Yeah.
sure.
Well, all of you, we are live. Right?
We
It's
as a
like group
collective
thing.
are live so far.
But not for
So-
long.
Oh, are we? Are we sure?
Ismark treats you to some old but not moldy bread, a little bit of cheese, and actually a very scant ration of butter.
Oh,
Hard to
fancy
get
Thought you were gonna say
shit.
bacon.
Fancy.
No,
No, butter is the good
they've been out
shit
of
in
that
this.
for a long time.
They don't have
This
joy
time.
here.
No, exactly. Well said.
This is perfect because I went to a haunted house last night, so I'm fresh off the like spooky stuff.
Oh man, yeah.
It's in my
yeah. And this,
brain.
like, the way the wind hits the walls every now and again, and everything creaks, and the way the wind sometimes whistles through the space between the boards and the windows. It almost sounds like words in the wind. Dinner is quiet, aside from the things that you say. Afterward, what would you like to do? I think we should retire early. I'd like to get this done with.
For safety, whereabouts do you all sleep? Or you
We
both
have
sleep?
we have our own rooms upstairs, like you, but not, obviously not in our guest rooms.
Okay. What exits and stuff are in this house besides the front door? Just trying to think of like.
We have boarded them all up. We had to.
Okay.
It is a siege. We couldn't afford to let something in. And it is best to assume that the devil knows everything.
Everything?
Everything. If we are wrong, then it is good. But if we are right, then we are never disappointed.
So
Should we... I'm trying to... I don't know where Tiny Hut is.
I was just gonna try to figure out a plan for tomorrow morning as well.
What is tomorrow morning? Tomorrow morning, we are setting out for the castle. You will board up everything, keep the door barred until we return, as normal. The castle? No. No. Ismark, no. You cannot go there. The devil will... I know the threat of the devil, but we have no choice. Our father is dead and rotting. We cannot even go outside long enough to... Something must be done, and these kind travelers have offered to accompany me to the castle.
Wait, do you want to bury your father first?
It is not safe.
I mean,
If all goes well, then our father will have the ceremony he deserves.
Does Usk have any? Is there any high-level druid magic that can I know spare the dying or whatever, or
let me see, gentle repose.
Yes, that's the one I'm thinking of.
I don't think that's a druid spell.
I don't think so either, except for a specific subclass.
Cleric, paladin, wizard.
Wizard, Dracon.
Runs back to tavern.
Shoot. Oh, circle of spores. Darn.
Father Danovich might visit to ease, but none of the locals will come near us. They think we are cursed. Perhaps we are.
Just because of the attacks
Because the
and
devil
stuff?
has chosen me. Yes.
Historically, if your family is the burgomaster, is there historical ties to this count? Do you know?
I don't know. In truth, these are things that my father would have known, and
he doesn't have a
obviously
journal,
we were
or
not anticipating. No.
he has no information that we could.
He did. It was all in the library.
Of course. Yep.
Set aflame by the forces of the dead. The night before yesterday.
Does the house look like it was built to have servants at all?
Yes, it does.
Does it look like there would be any sort of servant corridors? So in, say, the dining room, you'd hidden panels to
Make an investigation check.
While she's doing that, when we asked about the library, he was talking about it being.
You don't see any signs of it. If they're there, they're subtle. It's not a very big mansion. It's a mansion, just a small mansion. So,
yeah.
When he mentioned the library being burned, what did Irina look like?
sad.
Okay. Just making sure somebody's not
These look
playing
like
over
very
here.
depressed, sad people.
I'm just
to be
making
fair.
sure that she didn't light the library on fire, you know?
There's been so many liars we've come across.
So
And
Fuck
many.
those books.
She
You
said,
Is it,
nah.
Is
Fuck
it pretty
reading.
obvious where the castle is?
Oh yeah, yeah. In fact, I would say when you were on the way here, there was like a moment when the clouds parted just enough that you could make out.
Okay. Ismark, I think it actually might be better if you stayed here with your sister.
Why would I do that?
To keep her safe. We don't need a guide. It's pretty obvious how to get there.
My intent was not to guide you, but to treat with the devil.
Maybe we should do that for you?
Do you know what he wants?
I would assume my blood.
do you know why?
No.
He didn't come for your father's blood?
No. My father died of fright. Even in the beginning, the assaults,
Checks out.
He just
they
died
were
of
coming for
fright?
me. Yes. These attacks, they have been going on for a long time. But it is
Yeah.
only recently that they have gotten worse. And in all that time, we were besieged. My father did the best he could, but he kind of glances off very briefly and he could not handle the strain.
These creatures. Is there any? Have you fought them, or have you just hunkered
Some.
down? Is there any? Are they strong against stuff or weak against stuff, or is there anything
They are
that's
wolves.
effective?
Sometimes the wolves are bigger.
But they don't transform
Black.
into people or anything, do they?
No. And sometimes there are bats. And sometimes from the bats emerge horrible demons. And, of course, the dead. Sometimes they come from Father Danovich's cemetery. Sometimes they come from the forest, the Svolich woods. Sometimes they come from the very roads. Sometimes they are garbed and rotted. And when you cut them
Nova.
to pieces, the pieces continue to try to fight back. And sometimes they are naked and gaunt and malnourished. And their
Okay.
very touch freezes the blood in your veins.
How's Irina reacting to him saying this?
She's sort of just zoning out a little bit.
Okay, so
Dissociating, probably.
Do you really want her to be alone if that stuff comes here when we're gone?
His mouth slams shut resoundingly. It's very obvious he does not have a comeback to that.
Okay,
Got
so
him.
you two should stay here, and we can go treat with the Count.
I mean, we can try and survive the night first.
And what
Yeah,
will
Argue.
What are we to do when, like all of the other visitors over the years, you do not return?
Then you can
Well, then
go
you
and
can
treat
go.
with him. Does us being with you give you an
I can-
advantage?
I can send you a message. So if
A message, so we know you are still alive.
yes, I could do it once and only once. But I can let you know if we've made it to him. And perhaps you can come after us. That way if there's anything in the way, we've already cleared it out.
The devil is after me. So if I stay with my sister, I am only endangering her further. If I travel with you, I endanger you.
I'd
Who
rather
can
you
handle
endanger
yourselves.
us.
I thought you said he was also obsessed with your sister.
No. I believe it is me.
Oh, so
She
he
said-
just took Gertrude.
Is there someone that maybe Irina could stay with so she doesn't have to be here alone?
They look at each other for a moment, thinking. What about Father Donovich? Father Donovich probably would not let you into his church.
Or maybe he
Right.
won't attack. Because he'll be distracted with us.
I appreciate you having us stay, but I'm gonna look towards the door where we came with the body in the room. I would like to return the favor by burying your father. We can act as escort or guard for whatever may assail you.
You haven't asked me, but I have a suggestion, if I may, Usk says. And actually, Irina starts when she sees him and is kind of like staring at him like
just got a
I
bit
imagine
in
like
the
a real
background.
person would see a real lizard folk for the first time in their life. IRL, you'd be like, the fuck am I looking at right now?
It speaks.
It's
Wow!
like the same face babies
I
do
thought it
when
was
they
a
see
pet.
their dad shaved for the first time.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh man.
If we are to be the hope of these people, then perhaps it wouldn't do to bring the risk upon us. Perhaps we take Irina, and Ismark stays here in his castle. And when the devil's forces come for Ismark, the devil is left without their forces. I felt that silence hang in the air, and I love that. I just want you guys to know. I loved everything about it. Thank you.
Are you sure he's after you, Ismark?
More like my blood, I believe.
Why would he want
I
your
mean,
blood?
we can't
Why would
separate
he not
the
want
two.
her
My
blood?
death.
Oh,
So
I
we
got
couldn't
you.
just
Not the
take a pint.
literal blood sense. Yeah, okay.
If
The devil has always come for me.
and
His
if the-
forces hunt me.
But why?
I do not
He
know.
says he doesn't know. We've
There
asked
has
this
to
like
be a
4
reason.
times, y'all. We
we'll
keep
go and ask
asking. The
devil.
answer's not.
You
it's
guys don't
not
like
gonna
that answer, though.
change.
So,
It's
so I
not gonna
understand
change.
that, but why?
Okay, hang on, Ismark. Could you tell?
So
Tell us why your blood is so important one more time.
yeah, your literal blood. How much? Like a pint or?
I'm
no,
the Burgomaster. I think
One
he wants
drop.
my lineage ended.
So the problem with leaving him here and us going is this guy controls the mists and knows everything. So
Yeah, I think
tactics like
either
that
way,
are
he's gonna know.
smart.
Right.
I mean, we've got a dead body in the house as well, and you said the undead come? Undead as in people you know, because I don't really want that body.
They have not been those that we know. They have been visitors
But it's
over
people that
the
have
years
come through and
never
probably
returned
died.
from the castle.
And so, if we're not burying your father right now because danger, I've changed my mind and I'll tiny hut with the body so that hopefully any magic to reinstate the body maybe doesn't get the body.
Do you think Junker has a point that we should probably put your father to rest sooner rather than later?
But Father Donovich will not allow us in the church or
Why
the
not?
sanctified ground.
Because you're cursed?
Yes.
Oh.
What if
So-
we took the body over there?
You can see a wince of pain from Irina, and Ismark kind of sets his
I
jaw.
know that that means you wouldn't be able to quite have a proper funeral, but or what if we buried him here on the grounds of your estate?
He should be buried in sanctified ground. You are
Yeah.
right. What you speak is truth.
I'm a take a couple steps towards Cora. Can you sanctify grounds? Like, is that part of your thing?
What thing?
You know, monk
I'm
shit.
I'm not a cleric, Junko.
She's gonna do it. She's gonna do it.
Oh,
Is this part of
what
your?
are you doing with your hands?
God damn it, Cora.
That's her impression of back flappers.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't really know much about that. I don't think so, but I don't know.
There is something holy about you. I felt it when you first came in.
Oh,
No,
Fuck is Irene, man?
I have felt more safe in your presence than holding any of these symbols adorning the walls.
Maybe
What
we
if they both
just
came with us.
Yeah, maybe we just all stick together, all go to the castle tomorrow, fix
I
stuff.
do not like this.
Is there anything you do like? Any good options?
Irina smiles very slightly.
He is never happy.
Fit into
I will be happy when all are safe. But if this is what you believe to be the safest path,
I have no
there is
idea.
a
I'm new
prudence
here.
to it.
Here's the thing. It's your life. It's your decision. We are more than happy to go to the castle with just us. We're happy to escort you.
I just want
You-
to protect my sister. And I want to
Then-
protect my brother.
You guys have any combat skills?
I have studied the sword. But my sister, I am perfectly capable of defending myself.
Yeah, how many hit
Irina,
points do you have?
Yeah.
Is it 4?
Is it 4?
Is it 4? Is it 4?
Is
It's
it a
just the one
single
hit point,
Is it
actually.
a single digit hit point number? Because if
I have
so, you're not
always-
coming with us.
I have always bested my brother when we spar. That is not always. Do not. But always, brother, and you know it. You have never beaten me with swords. Okay, I
Well-
have maybe always held a little bit back, but I acknowledge that my sister is good with swords.
While they're talking, can I whisper to E3? Can we go and see if there's any magic on the body?
Sure.
Preemptively.
Yeah. Just
Um,
it was just gonna wander out the room towards the dead body.
Just
To the room, yeah. Just
I'll go with him. I'm
Huh?
just gonna let Nova know what we're doing and then follow on.
so the holy symbols, are they on a single wall or are they all the way around?
no, they're on all of them, all
Okay.
over the house. It seems like.
If he's gonna like put as many of them to his back as possible,
Okay.
put himself between them and the body, so that there's not just like holy magic stuff.
You want me to collect them
and
up
then
and put
do
them back?
his. No, it's fine. And then do magic awareness.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Nothing.
Okay, that's
None
good.
of the symbols.
Oh,
Not the body.
maybe that's not good.
Nothing. Only magic auras are
Maybe.
coming from you guys.
Okay,
Maybe
Did
you
you get
Well-
anything?
What's the range on that?
60 feet.
6.
Is it a cone?
It's anything that is not behind total cover.
Okay. Yeah, you know, you do sense one extra aura. Just one. It's coming from Irina.
Ooh.
I knew something sassy.
Do I get a school of magic, or is it more like, is it anything I've seen before? What?
Mm-hmm.
What does it remind me of?
Necromancy.
Okay.
son of a bitch.
Necromancy's not bad. It's fine.
Did you get anything?
Not from in here.
I'm gonna.
So if we tiny hut with the body, it can't be magicked. So it's not starting magic. So it can't end magic.
Sure. I don't know
While
how that
they're
shit works.
doing that, I'm just gonna like look at Irina and kind of be like, so are you and your brother biologically related? You don't look similar at all. I apologize, that's a rude
We get
question.
that a lot. Of course we are.
Oh,
Of course we are.
sorry. I don't have any siblings, so I don't know. Insight check.
Go ahead.
Reverso.
9.
9.
9.
She seems like she's telling you the truth.
I have a thought. Maybe...
Well, my passive insight's 15, so.
Oh gosh, what a shame.
Dang it!
Maybe we could take both of them with us, and if I can do that thing I can do, I can look like Ismark and just be a decoy.
Good work. Have you been able to do it?
I haven't tried
Not
lately.
recent. Was it the last time you tried you couldn't?
Irina, if you were to go with us, perhaps you should fetch a sword and perhaps father's armor. So you won't stand in the way? I will not. If our guests are comfortable with this.
Yes.
More the merrier. Maybe merrier is not the right word.
Being here, I don't think it seems safe to me, but...
She smiles. Genuinely. Probably the first smile that isn't like sardonic and cynical that you've seen since you've been in Barovia. And she's gonna leave the room. Only when the door clicks shut does Ismark say, "How did you know?"
No, what?
About Irina.
It's the family portrait. She looks nothing like your parents, whereas you look a lot like them. Was she adopted?
In the manner of speaking, she wandered out of the woods as a child, and my father found her. She had no memory of where she'd come from. No markings, just a dirty child with no background, no belongings, no clothes. She needed help, and my father took her in. And she has been as my sister ever since.
And she doesn't remember?
None of it. She was very young.
That's awful.
It is not an uncommon story in Barovia.
Not that uncommon elsewhere.
I also don't think it's that awful. A child finding a home.
I don't mean that. I just mean that she can't remember where she came from.
My father raised her as though she were his own. She has never wanted. And I would like to keep it that way. You understand, she is important to me. I will give everything for her.
I understand.
This must work. The devil must leave my family alone.
So, I might be able to look like you, but I don't want to try it until it's time, because it only lasts an hour.
My gut is telling me not to bring either one of them.
Is that the player talking, or...?
That's me, Saraha, talking.
Okay.
I'm over game. That's just what I'm saying. I'm like, my gut is that we shouldn't bring either one of them.
Me, Lizzie Myth, we shouldn't leave them there either.
I know. That's the same thing. We're like, I don't want to leave them
you
here.
understand Ravenloft then. It's
Yeah,
whatever you
welcome. Welcome to Ravenloft.
Like, I don't want to leave them here because they're probably going to come back. We're going to come back and they're going to be dead. But if we take them with us,
they're probably
going to
die. Yep.
Right?
I could also try to talk to Father Donovich, was it?
Yeah.
Barring you from entry to the church is wrong, despite what he may think about you. So I could try to convince him.
If they would be safe there, that's the only place I can think.
As far as I know, the devil has not yet infiltrated the church.
Then we should leave I'm still talking to Straw Hat, that we should leave them both there. We should take them to the church. We should put them both there, convince the father that they're chill, and yeah.
Now back to Nova. We should take them with us.
We should take them with us. No.
Me as Medora. We have a woman who's lost a child, and you have a disguise kit.
Huh? I don't have a disguise kit. You do.
Do I have the disguise kit? Someone.
I thought Cora had one.
You had one from...
Oh.
I have one.
You borrowed it from me, and you've
I have it. I'm carrying it. My bad.
Wait, what are you trying to say? Who disguises who?
I mean,
I'm trying to follow your plan here.
Could we leave her in the house with Mary? I know that doesn't sound
well,
like
the problem is, it sounds like the devil sees all. You know, like the devil.
Okay, so we
takes
can't leave
us all.
them.
The devil sees us all.
You don't want to take them, and I think we should put a tiny hut with the body so that doesn't turn up.
I agree with that. I think trying to convince the father that we can put them both at the church, which is the only place that has not been touched by these attacks and this.
But
you know,
they have legs, and if I tried to leave you in a church, Nova, you would not stay in the church. I know what you're like, and she gives me the same rebellious vibe. So if we leave them in the church, that will be for the first 5 minutes until we're in the mist.
That's true. I think that we're kind of stuck either way. We're stuck either way, right? Because if we take them, we're taking whichever one the Count wants. That was that was a little bit of metagaming. My bad. Sorry. My bad. Sorry. I know too much D&D.
I know none. It's all good.
House of who?
Don't know him. Never heard of him.
Who?
Wrong bitch.
Blood.
If we take either one of them, because I don't think we know which one for sure. Like, even if Ismark is like, yeah, it's me. It could be Irina, you know?
Yeah. But if we don't take them, they'll take themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah. And if we take one, the other will take themselves. So can we just take them with us?
I think we should keep the options with us, because if we leave them behind and then go, we needed them.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, fuck, we brought the wrong one.
Because we don't have any info, right? So we may as well.
Sorry, let us go back and get the other souvenir that we meant to bring you.
Okay, that was a very roundabout way of just coming back to the same plan.
Good.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
So we're taking them with us?
No, we're leaving them behind.
With us.
God damn it.
Do you still
I
want
can
me
teleport
to...
us out. No, just kidding.
I can
You've
still
got 10
try
minutes.
to be a
Tiny
decoy if you want.
I think when we get to the castle, that's a good idea to have a decoy of one of them.
Do you
either
need
one?
to,
I don't care which.
To become a person, can you do it from an image of the person, or do you have to have seen them?
I can, as far as I'm aware, become whatever I want. I just need to have it pictured in my head.
So, if it
was described well enough.
Yeah, who is it that I wasn't really paying attention? Who has been kidnapped?
Gertruda, Mary's daughter.
I thought it was Giselle for some reason.
It's a G name.
I don't know what Gertrude.
No, but maybe we should get if we could find a picture or a painting or something of her.
They looked at the house and there were no paintings.
Yeah.
That's why.
I could describe her, but even that, I've seen her maybe twice. Her mother never let her leave the house, ever.
You know, I guess it just depends on whether my Loki wants to let me do it. I think. Maybe. Or maybe it's me. I don't know. Never mind. Forget I said that. Looks at Nova, looks at Junko, looks at A3. So anyway.
I think maybe a good plan is to look like either Irina or Ismark once we get to the castle.
Perhaps I can give you some of my sister's clothes or some of my own.
Oh, I can make the clothes.
Can I get a sniff of him real quick? Does he smell like cologne?
No, he doesn't. Honestly, there's a hint of cologne, but mostly he smells like
give him a good sniff.
No. I
He
would
smells
be at
like
least
smoke
discreet about it.
and
I hadn't showered in a
wine.
couple days.
Wait, if we're not
Can
gonna
I-
do it till the castle, maybe I should try right now before we
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah. Do it.
I mean, can I get some of her clothes?
I will.
Yeah, let's
Have her
throw
do
the
it.
scent
I would-
off.
I would prefer, before she comes back, that you not mention her childhood.
Yep.
There is no
Yep.
reason to
We'll keep
upset her.
that
Okay, and
locked
before
up.
she
Already
gets
forgotten.
back, okay, I focus on Irina
Oh no, he just told Cora to keep a secret.
and
Yeah.
I try
She's-
to turn into Irina. I try to do the thing, see if it works.
You transform into Irina.
It worked.
Well, hey.
I
Did that work?
what? That is
Little
good. That is just an illusion, or what? You are still.
She's still her.
They teleported. They switched spots.
Do you
No.
Don't be mean,
understand?
Joker.
Do you? No, he would. No one would ever buy it. You must stand up straighter and.
Oh, this is good. This is helpful.
I've always beaten you in swords, brother.
Okay, that's better. Yeah. Okay.
Medora's
is
also
good.
going to take all the hints.
Perhaps we can fool the devil himself.
Maybe. Except
Irene-
next time, maybe I would look like you.
Irina's
It's
got,
weird.
you said auburn hair?
Yes.
Yes, auburn hair, dark brown eyes.
You can look
I'm not-
closely.
I'm not
Cora
that far
mimicked
off,
her, so
No, so if you wore her clothes too, that might help.
I'm also
There's
red
three.
hair and mid-20s.
What about if no?
yeah,
Nailed
let's all
it,
dress up as
A3.
Irina,
And then give
Big
yourself
bushy
extra
beard.
limbs.
and then all run off in different
Have extra
directions.
limbs.
He won't know what.
It
to
could
do.
work. It
Is
could
that,
work. It's a solid idea.
It's the-
And
is it the
everything is
fifth Harry Potter movie?
real. The hair. I mean, it's all.
It feels real,
Mm.
like when you interact with when you're disguised.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I will also disguise as her. I'm close enough physical
Wait, do I
appearance
sm-
to start with.
Do I smell like Irina?
Yeah, actually. Yeah, because it's a
That's-
transmutation, not an illusion.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. So our game plan tonight: set up the tiny hut.
Yeah, grab some of her clothes in advance for me. You don't need them. You know that stinky perfume we've got?
Junko has it.
We can cover the other people's scent. So the actual Irina doesn't
I
smell
think
like
that is
Irina.
Also a good idea to use the perfume.
It might not work if the devil knows all, but if it's
I'm
by
not sure
smell,
the devil's a dog.
Could
but-
work against.
So that the
Could
Could
wolves
work
are.
against the wolves. Could work against other creatures.
Mm.
Many animals use smell as their main source of,
That's
symmetry.
true. Anytime I've been an animal, usually my smell or my hearing is my most prominent sense.
Oh, I'm
and
sorry.
if I've got her clothes on,
Why are
then
you
it might be
apologizing?
enough of a confusion.
You don't smell the worst out of all of us, actually.
Oh,
Oh, that.
I smell like Irina though right now. So
Apparently, you
The
That's
wind
okay.
whistles through a crack in one of the windows. Normally to most of you, but Nova, once again, it feels like you're hearing something in that wind. Like something is calling to you.
I'll kind of move over to the crack, and
Okay.
see if I can
I
hear
apologize.
it louder.
The windows are not very secured.
we should secure those for the night.
We just came from the
Yeah,
plane of
what
fire.
do you-
We're fine.
That's true.
I mean,
We just came
Will you
from the plane
Look
of-
so done.
Will you let
I mean-
Irina know?
Haven't had a
that-
shower in weeks,
that
man.
I look like her.
Of course. I will explain
I'd like
everything.
to
Not
talk
freak
to
her
her
out.
and get
yes.
to know her mannerisms.
Yes. You
And,
get things ready. I'm going to
I'm
go
gonna
fetch
look
my
at-
sister.
I'm gonna go look at E3 and say, are there any materials we could use to kind of help, and Usk to kind of help board up the house better, like make it feel more protected?
I have some
Could take
hides and
like a few
bones that will
hours of
help.
work, but sure.
You just carry hides and bones around. Never mind. Yeah, that's. I'll
Usk
help
looks
where I
at
can.
you with that reptilian cold stare that you probably don't
You-
want the
you
answer
guys
to that.
know
It's just a
Always
lot to
Sunny in
carry.
Philadelphia?
I've seen memes.
Nope.
I've never seen it.
There's a sister, she always goes,
Just Usk is just over there.
Canon.
Uh,
Okay, so as Ismark leaves and you guys start to get things ready, for the sake of expediency, it's pretty straightforward. Like, you can find some resources, you can get the windows a little more secure.
I'll talk to Irina, get to know her.
Yeah, she's happy to give you some tips.
I'll ask specifically what she would say to the Count if she met him in person.
She is utterly convinced that you're wrong, that she doesn't have like a little mole on her jaw.
It's right there.
Yeah, she's not buying it.
it's
That's
a
so
beauty
funny.
mark.
That is so
Call
funny.
it a beauty
We've got a
mark.
few things I want to cover before you guys settle in for the night.
Okay.
Okay,
First of all, Cora,
I'm scared.
Hello.
I need you to make a perception check for me, just real quick.
Okay.
No big deal. Don't.
Let's go, Cora. Let's go.
Totally fine.
Let's
Perceive
go.
the
Let's go.
things.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Perceive.
How many chats blessings do we
Beg for
got?
advantage.
6 things.
Oh,
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
no.
I would like to use
Medora's inspiration.
all of the chat's blessings.
No, we're gonna need those if we die, dude.
I don't have any.
It wasn't even for that
That's-
perception,
that's
it was just for taffy. Just gonna start making taffy.
It's okay. It's no big deal.
I bet you didn't know
I
about
don't
the
trust
other
you.
mole on your butt cheek, huh? But it's there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That opens up a hole.
Is there anything else you guys want to do before settling in to rest?
Check to see if the ravens
Yeah.
are still watching. And
There
the
are
wind. The wind is freaking me out.
there are 13 ravens outside, and they're all just kind of staring.
13? Is
Shut up.
that what you just said?
Yeah.
Hey, Ismark. They're normally ravens outside your house like that.
It is not for naught that the castle is called Castle Ravenloft. Yes,
Oh.
there are ravens.
Literal ravens. Oh. So,
Some believe they are omens of ill tidings, others that they watch and protect travelers. But given the lack of living travelers, I'm more inclined to believe the former. After all, there is no hope in Barovia. We do not hope in Barovia.
perhaps you should start hoping in Barovia.
We shall see. But hope is
Then-
forsaken my family.
Fair.
Junko, can I talk to you?
Yes, you may. What is
Oh,
it?
this ought to be good.
How long has it been? I probably still look like Irina.
Oh no, it's been a
Has
few
it been
hours.
A couple? Okay.
It's been a couple
It
hours.
does
yeah.
only last an hour, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Junko,
Hmm?
So I met with someone the other night.
Who?
My a parent.
Did they come in dream? Is that why
Yeah.
you woke up like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
they knew things.
Like,
You know how you said, what did you call it? When you're an Azamar, you're Deva?
yes.
I thought I had a Deva talking to me a while back. Turns out it was Loki. So, Anyway, I think Loki might be my mom, and they don't really like you. So, and they want to overthrow your family, and they want me to take the throne, and I don't really want to do that. And I was thinking maybe I could write a letter and say, hey, no thanks, I don't want to do that, but I just thought I should tell you.
Ah, this has conflict of interest. I would not get attached to Loki.
Well, it's kind of complicated because it seems like they're attached to me and I don't really have a say over it.
Oh no, that's okay.
But I guess Loki's my mom, so
Greek gods are weird.
And I guess,
or sorry, dwarven gods are weird.
And I guess my dad is like this archangel, maybe.
Okay. Can I do a history check on archangels?
Nope, but you can do religion.
That's true. I can do religion. That is a 21.
Damn! So, you know that archangels are among the most powerful of servants to deities.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean to demigods. I mean to the big kids.
With the big boys.
These are angels are servants of deities. Archangels are the ultimate pinnacle of an angel. They are the most powerful. They are akin to demon lords. They are demigods themselves. There aren't very many of them. There's usually not more than 4 or 5 per deity. But you would know that an archangel's power would be on par with like Ayu's or Archael.
Why does he want my family gone?
They seemed really upset with Archael, like they were pretenders and they didn't deserve the throne. Now, next time I see Loki, I was gonna ask him to extrapolate on that and maybe explain a few things. You know, Junko, I would never, ever hurt your family or you. And I don't think that Loki should get what they want. I think. Well, I'd like to talk to your family about all this, but I don't want what Loki wants.
I fear that you spoke directly to my family. They might see you as a threat.
What do you mean?
You're a man king, mortal king of a god. Anything that could threaten you, you would take it out, no?
No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't let that happen, but I'm saying it is a possibility. And
you think Archael would hurt me?
If you were a threat, yes. But I don't know Archael.
She start like huge tears form in her
I'm gonna
eyes.
put my hands on her cheeks and then my forehead against her forehead. I would never let something happen to you.
Have I told you about Malik?
I do not think so.
He raised me at my church where I grew up. He was the closest thing to a father for me, just like Elio was like a mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Loki was Malik all along. At least that's what they told me.
And you trust Loki?
No. I trust Malik. He's the reason I am who I am. He made me this way. He raised me. So I'm just really confused. I don't know how somebody could, like Loki, can be also Malik and embody everything that's good and then put that in me. It just, yeah.
I don't know either.
I love Malik, but I also love you, Junko, and I just was very confused.
I unfortunately have no love for Loki or Malik like you do. And I told Loki that I would kill them.
When did you talk to Loki?
I said this very quietly. I actually did say it really quietly that day because I don't know if it picked up, but I was like,
okay.
the day Thrommel died
Yeah.
and got
It picked up.
revived. Oh yeah. The day he made Nova kill my brother.
Nova from just a little bit away. Ooh.
she's like not even paying attention, and she's like, "Oh no, I feel bad about something suddenly. My bad, bro."
That was pretty horrible.
Sorry, the air is really dusty here.
Yeah, it is. But I just wanted you to know. And I think Loki had a hand in sending us here.
That is okay. I will say that I am not fit for any kind of rulership. I'm not light touched as you or Thrommel.
Is that about what Ayu said?
No, it's what I've always believed.
But it's true what he said?
About what?
About what he said you did?
It's been a while. He said I killed a lot of people, right?
That you killed children.
Oh, yes.
And a lot of people.
Ayuz might be a terrible man, but he did not lie.
But
I don't want to kill people anymore. I have actively tried not to. But they just won't stay down.
you really gotta hit him right here in the neck to get him to stay unconscious.
I do, but I usually have blade in hand, so it doesn't work.
I guess my point is, if you want to be the light, then you have to put the light in the world. And if you want forgiveness and don't want to kill anymore, then I think you can do that. All it takes is a bit of work and healing. And I don't mean physical healing.
Understood. I do not think Argyle's light will reach here yet, though.
And she's
But
gonna
there
go like
is-
this when she says that.
I think it's here. We brought it here. And she's gonna put her hand over yours and heal you 7 hit points.
Did I get hit for 7?
You'd still feel a warmth of comforting, healing light emanating from Cora, like she's a conduit of life itself.
It's probably at this point that, presuming you guys are in private, that you'll hear a yell across the house. Ifri's standing up and going, "I need someone to fight me."
Okay. Just kidding. I don't think I am the person you're looking for.
Just
But I'd love to try.
Just hit me
Junko,
with a
let's
stick.
go fight Ithri.
I haven't
My
hit anyone
brain's
with a
busy.
stick.
I need to be distracted.
Junko, let's double team Ithri.
Different movie.
Katana, wakizashi.
different movie.
Quarterstaff.
While they're fighting, can I cast Locate Creature?
Yeah.
I would like to try to locate the Devourer.
Oh.
This sounds
Fuck.
familiar.
Okay.
You know,
I
I
don't
always
know,
said if we
y'all.
leave people in a church, they'll come with us. If this is that vibe.
I'm trying to figure
You
out what
leave Nova unsupervised.
I'm
for
trying to
one
figure out what
freaking-
I'm hearing on the wind, y'all.
Yeah.
The wind.
Get it?
It's just
you get
the
no
wind.
ping.
Nothing? Okay.
Nothing.
That does make me feel a little better, baby. But maybe not, because I kind of was hoping there would just be an answer.
Should
but
I'm going to
how-
assume when this is going on, it's probably pretty late by this
Yeah.
point. The creaky old house has a certain desolate loneliness to it, almost a despair as the wind passes through her halls. But you hear it again.
Is it coming from a specific direction?
Yes. It's coming from down a corridor on the first floor.
I'm gonna very quietly go towards it. I don't want to draw too much attention.
Sure. It's not far. Following this, you lose the sound about partway down the corridor. As you're looking about, movement on the peripherals of your vision catches your eye. And like you kind of, hey, just turn, and it's just a mirror on the wall.
Oh.
You saw your own reflection, but there's something different in your reflection. Like as you kind of like sigh with relief a little bit, your reflection doesn't.
Oh, like do one of those, like hold your hand up and move just to test to see if the reflection mirrors you. You know, like in every horror movie.
It does, but it also kind of reaches toward you a little bit.
Does she have a same, like, what's the expression on her face?
Neutral.
I'll reach my hand to mirror hers.
Okay. You feel the coolness of the glass, but where your fingers touch, it almost feels like warmth, like flesh. And suddenly the fingers kind of lock on your hand, and you feel like you're being pulled inward. Everything is moving. You're falling into this mirror, it's sort of turning as this individual has a firm hold of your hand.
Okay.
Nova. Can't. Speak to.
Oh,
Trying.
Augury?
It's you. Hear me.
I can hear you.
Your reflection sort of loses some of the features. They're just breaking off, falling away until there's just sort of a vague humanoid shape. That's all that's left. sort of looking like you, but also not. Listen. Don't listen. Not to him.
Who? Wait, who are you talking about? Ismark?
Don't know. Must learn. Learn.
Learn what?
Reach. You must reach.
I'll reach.
Falling.
I want to try to like.
It's you.
And then, like, you're looking at the mirror.
Oh, fuck!
Like, staggered back against the wall opposite.
Oh.
But you feel different.
Have
Lighter.
my arm back?
No.
Just kidding.
No. Different kind of, lighter. Sorry.
That would make me feel heavier. You're right.
Heavier.
You're
Yeah,
right.
lighter.
Sorry.
Like you've lost something.
Lost?
Like something within you is gone. And you feel this emptiness.
Fuck. I'll try to. I don't think there's anything I can do. There's always been like a kind of, well, not maybe an active connection between me and the spirit. I've always like known it's there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
totally.
if it doesn't feel like it's there anymore.
Well, now that you mention it, no, it doesn't. You feel alone in a way in all your life you've never felt.
I have no idea what to do about that one. I think she'll just like look back in the mirror, check that it's a normal mirror, maybe again.
Cold to the touch.
Kind of look around on the hall a bit, and yeah, I think she'll just go back to where they were.
As you do, you feel company before you can see them. It's like you were thrown out of the house and you feel this loneliness, and as you walk down the street, it's like you can hear voices. Like you can, but there's no sound. But that's just the closest you can compare it to.
Okay, that would kind of make her stop.
It's like the presence that you suddenly are bereft of, that you crave, like you can feel it more, not just one.
Oh,
half a dozen.
Try to reach out, maybe? Like, see if I can tell.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
24.
You're picking up voices now. You can hear voices. Cora, what would you be praying right now?
She'd probably be saying, Okay, Argyle, I know it's been a little bit. So Loki might actually be my mom, and he totally wants to overthrow you, but like, I don't really want that. So I'm gonna try to talk to him and convince him not to. And you don't have to worry about me, because like I don't really want to rule the throne, and I love Junko so much. And
I'll just
blah
say,
blah 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 blah
Cora?
blah 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 blah.
This time, Cora, you hear nothing. You're not aware of the intrusion. Medora. Once again, you find your dreams to be of darkness. And
Oh no.
things that writhe and stare.
Like, not again.
Open. Accept.
Hi. So,
In silence. Here. In darkness. Perceive. In nothingness. The void. Become your.
Nova, you're catching all of that.
That's terrifying.
E3.
E3's just got a chant in his head that it's basically just let them be okay, repeated over and over and over and over.
In
Oh.
Usk, you can pick out little anxieties. Too young for this.
Mhm.
Too innocent. Too damaged. Can't let them suffer. A warrior. Would that I had a dozen more. He shouldn't be here. None of us should be here. I shouldn't have sent him. I shouldn't have sent them away. I miss Satha. And so on. Junko. Oh, Junko. It's been a while. Let's just adjust the music a little bit.
Hi, how's it going? Been a while, indeed.
You, as ever, find that you stand amid a cemetery. Graves stretching as far as you can see into the darkness beyond. All of them upside down.
Am I looking up at graves then, or are the
No,
tombstones like
the
okay.
tombstones themselves are upside down, but it
That's
just
what
feels normal. Their names are upright. Names of Baker, of soldiers, leaders, sinners and saints. And of course, the central statue, bearing the skeletal, still bleeding upside down remains of an angelic figure, hanging nailed to the statue. Blood just kind of running down their statuesque form.
Who do you sacrifice this night? Whose memory do you betray?
And I picked no one?
If you could, would we all be here?
No.
The time for choosing none ended when you slashed your first throat. Look at the damned. Look at us. You did this.
I am going to, because Cora and I spoke about it.
I am going to go to the graves of the children.
There's a special plot just for them. Probably a dozen. Not as many as the rest, but
they must have gotten in the way or something. However, I rationalized it.
Just a note, Nova, you're not seeing the pictures, you're just hearing the words.
Oh yes, about to get dark, sorry.
A child's skills, a child's life you will possess today.
No, just
you have no child's innocence.
And since this is a dreamlike world, I will picture my own roses to put on their graves.
You have roses, though even as they appear in your hand, they're wilting and the petals just rotting away in the wind. Mm-hmm. As you set them on the grave, there's a little left before they too wither.
You don't get to rationalize this.
I do not
we
get
suffer
to forget.
With you. Every soul lies with you. Look at what you've done.
And not knowing that Saraha can hear me. Nova can hear me or any of this, I am going to go to someone who does nature.
A druid. Mm-hmm. One of your earlier kills. You remember because they didn't fight back. They were a pacifist. You remember because your people needed their voice to be silenced because they were on the road to rebellion. Can't have that. Not in your society. It was dangerous. Lives would be lost. The good of the many outweighed the good of the one. And this old doped out hippie even understood that. Even as you approach, you can see them closing their eyes, making it so easy for you. And you can feel their knowledge, their understanding of herbs, of animals and life and the cycle of things. And then, Nova, you can hear, I will protect her, no matter what. I will protect my people. Please don't hurt me. I'm so scared. But I will do what I must. Morning Lord, protect me. Morning Lord, protect my family. And finally you hear, more you feel lust, hunger. That's mine. Let that be mine. I'm here. Just one more. Why won't you come? Just one more. Please. Please. I won't fight you. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have run. Oh. And then there's another presence. More voices, this time unfamiliar. Soon. Not yet. Good things to those who wait. The Lord of the castle will have her way. And I think that's where we're going to end it for tonight. A little early. I don't love ending early. There's further I wanted to go, but I'm not going to be able to top that. So,
Sraha, how you feeling about Junko's mind?
Listen, there's a lot of information, just all at once.
Yeah, the Junko has to deal with that every night, just so you know.
That sucks.
yeah, kind of.
Every
Is that
night.
in the long rest?
Oh, yeah, you guys can all benefit from a long rest.
Yeah. I gotta pick.
My level of exhaustion is gone.
It is, yes. Surprisingly, you had to go to Barovia to get rid of a little bit of exhaustion.
I know. Who knew we wouldn't be exhausted
See, proof.
in Barovia?
That's how you know this is a sabbatical. It's a vacation demi-plane.
Yeah.
This is where we come for a holiday.
I mean,
yeah. I mean,
this is where you come for a holiday. I don't know if it's your holiday. But
nope, it's the holiday. You
it's
know,
a holiday.
I feel right at home here, man.
It's unfortunate that the holiday is Halloween. You know.
All the time. What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're definitely going to be playing this a little bit after Halloween.
That's okay.
I kind of needed you to be at the castle today.
Yeah,
We're kinda
but
slow.
we're very slow.
We're slow. Very sorry.
This was good stuff. Honestly, this was better than the cat. Well, okay, the castle's going to be pretty dope, but this was good anyway.
Yeah, I'm glad you think so.
What do you guys think of Barovia? And
Very
by you
bleak.
guys, Ash and Ava, I know you've been here before, but
I mean, it's intriguing.
I was promised a beach
Yeah.
episode. No, it's
I was promised the beach
it's
episode.
cool.
I lied.
Definitely no beach vibes here. But
mean,
Not
I-
here.
Dora
Well,
got
you
a
know what? There
drink.
is a beach.
We
I'm
don't
not
Dora
sure
got
you
a
wanna
drink
go
and
there.
then yeeted
We
it
don't.
because as soon as she started trying to drink things, people got creepy, and it was like, maybe I won't drink these things.
yeah,
Uh,
it's good so far.
It was
Creepy.
cheap. They didn't end up giving you mead either. It ended up just being cheap ass wine. You ordered mead. He heard you. He gave you cheap ass wine.
I didn't even taste it.
Probably
Fair.
for the best, to be
If I
honest.
tasted it, she'd probably noticed.
I don't imagine you guys need it, by the way, but I am gonna mark where the church is on the map since you
Did
guys
you want to
obviously can see it.
Did you want to give inspiration at the end of the game? Did you say
No,
you were
plot
the-
points. I did
Oh,
want to give plot points.
That was it. That was
I am giving a plot point to Cora,
Hello.
Nova. Just a second. I'm playing through the game session in my head.
Do 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 do
Oh,
do.
creepy
Oh,
music.
dramatic music, yeah.
I love
So
it.
dramatic.
Give me a second.
We're giving you a second, it's fine.
And also E3.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Ethan. We're gonna cover your shit soon.
I have a theory about what's going on, Ava. I'll tell you after we end stream.
Okay.
I'm glad you guys finally found a few things that I've updated from the original.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
Yeah. I've got big plans. I've been planning this since Halloween last year, and I'm
Tis
so
a
excited
lady.
you guys
Oh
are finally.
Okay.
my
Castle.
gosh. A lady.
Oops.
All right.
Yeah.
Good
Mm.
stuff.
More about that next week. So, chat. Thank you so
I will
much
be here next
for-
week.
God damn it. What the
Boo.
fuck, man?
I am.
Well, you
I-
heard him. We'll still be here, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. I have a wedding, and then I'm done with
Well,
all
congrats.
my stuff for like the rest of the year. So
Love it. I love that.
Yay.
And have fun at your wedding.
Mm.
That's what people say, right?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
not what people say?
It's not her wedding. But yes.
I mean, okay, fair enough. fair
Surprise! It's your wedding now.
enough. Yeah.
Hell
But yeah, thank you
Anyways.
for watching today, chat. You can find any of this episode that you might have missed, as well as our past game sessions, other campaigns, older campaigns. The first attempt at Barovia, it didn't end well. all on our YouTube channel. And we have a link tree where you can find most of these lovely folks off in their native environments, vibing, not in Barovia, and like not scared and mad and trying to bribe the DM. And I'd totally encourage you to check them out. So that being said, we will be live again next Sunday back in Barovia, and also this coming Friday evening doing a different spooky adventure with a different group in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Malevolence. So check that out. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you at the next game. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.